Okay, I'm actually hoping I did everything correctly since it's been quite a little while since we actually streamed. But if I've done so, then most likely some people will hop on in here in just a couple of minutes. And I'll know because, again, it's been a little while for me, but I'm pretty excited to go over all of this again as, again, it's always fun to stream for you guys. Even though there might only be 5 people, 10 people watching, whatever, it's always just fun to have an engaging conversation with a couple of people that are there. So I guess I'm just gonna try it out and we'll see whatever happens. I'm personally pretty excited though about everything that's going on right here, and we're seeing some crazy stuff happening. Oh my days, guys, am I happy with what's going on? Oh, honestly, you sometimes have that too, right? Where you're just freaking excited. And again, if it's dumping, guys, it's all fine. I just had to come up with the title, and we're just gonna look it up with what's happening right now. So again, don't mind the title too much. It's just my first stream, so this is the title I think for right now. We'll just change it if we need to in just a second here. All right, I'm gonna quickly shout this thing out over on Twitter. If you got, oh wait, is it what is the thumbnail? Is it XRP, or does it say like we are number 3 XRP there, or does it say like something with like Bitcoin inside, where it says like huge pumps XRP dot and BTC? What's the thumbnail looking like? Can you guys quickly check for me? Because for me, it says I have the good thumbnail, but it might be the wrong one. Huge pumps? Okay, it says huge pumps. Okay, perfect. Then everything is good. I got to quickly share it over on Twitter. But when I start to share it, it says that I have a wrong thumbnail. It's really crazy, but wow, it's a pretty exciting day. Let me quickly share it over on Twitter. If you guys can also share it on Twitter, that would be amazing. But of course, you do not have to. I also see Brett Garlinghouse just tweeted something out. I'm going to quickly check that out in a second here as well. XRP, BTC. I'm just going to say live stream. Live, come check it out. Exclamation mark. All right, I'll tweet it out. Let's go. And Brad just tweeted something out 3 hours ago. We'll also cover that in just a second. I'm going to open it here on the side. All right, starting it off, guys, what a crazy day it has been. And I'm honestly telling you guys that because, first of all, I had one of the luckiest trades of a lifetime. I'm never really that lucky, but I definitely got a pretty lucky trade out here. And it's actually pretty interesting because I watch quite a lot of these guys talk about the prices, right? And most of them are generally wrong. There's one or two in the midst that are pretty accurate. For us, we were thinking maybe 27.5 was going to be it for Bitcoin. However, right now it actually shows like we got a pretty nice little bottom right here on the Bitcoin chart. I've seen a lot of people say head and shoulders pattern, which is usually quite bearish. Quite a lot of people were talking about that earlier, if it was going to continue that pattern, which apparently it didn't. Pretty nice bounce from the 1.618 if you take the move from March up to the previous high, which is basically all-time high that we hit the 25th of November. If we were to follow that move, again, we didn't actually extend to 2.618. There's actually a couple of ones in the middle, though, that some people like to use when they're talking about Fibonacci here. But basically, the 1.618 here is what we really bounced off of during this correction, which is right at around 29 point something. I guess it's 30,000 or so, really to the dot, basically. And looking at XRP, it's still, as of this point, looks like the correlation is really quite low, right? If you look really well at what's happening right here, you can say a couple of things about what's happening right here, but I'm not even going to attempt that because I personally think this is all manipulated. We can't really say too much about what's happening at this point. One thing I could say is it looks really good. And the reason I'm saying that is because of fundamentals, not because of price analysis. You might be saying this is not really good. We'll get into it in just a second. I have a lot of things open here. I think we'll make this story great. It's just the start of really introducing you guys to what I've been looking at for right now. By the way, are you guys generally bullish or bearish on crypto right now? Let me quickly know. Are you guys bullish or bearish on crypto right now? You guys are crazy. What's the small bag versus big bag versus whale? That really depends on what crypto and your perception of things. I would say a small bag is, I guess, $100. Maybe a big bag would be like $10,000. And a whale would definitely be if you have $150,000 or so. But that depends on the currency as well, though. It would definitely switch quite a lot. You guys are bullish? All bullish? Personally bullish too, guys. Personally pretty damn bullish. All right, but having a quick look here. Again, I'm just saying here what has happened, basically, and what a lot of these guys are saying. And you might say, oh, but this is not what the other analysts told me. You know, I have observed some of these guys, and because I read the news and I really involve myself with crypto, how many hours a day? Like 10 hours a day? I know what these guys are saying, right? And trust me when I say that a lot of these guys are just trying to either scam you or trying to get, I don't know, a freaking ton of views out of you. I don't know what they're trying to do. But again, who's one of the biggest right now? Wait, let's see. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Are you guys still seeing this or no? It could be that my, my streaming software is not good. I haven't done this in like a couple of months, so I do not know. Maybe the stream is not even working properly. As such, viewers will. I'm getting an error. Stream is healthy. Error. YouTube is not receiving. You guys seeing this? Wait. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will experience buffering. Okay, I'm sorry if it happens, guys. I'll just continue on and we'll see because once more, I'm trying my best. So I've noticed. Okay, let's see. Who's his name? Let's see the German guy. I'm typing it on my phone. Crypto. You guys know him or no? As an example here, I followed, right? Because I'm trying to spot some things right here. Crypto, he has a title here. Urgent, Bitcoin is right now doing what we've been waiting for. It's just an example, right? So I checked out a couple of his videos right now. And if you do that too, and you do for the same thing for a couple of different analysts, you'll notice they say, oh, so we're going to go up today. It's going to be looking amazing. It's going to be looking good. And then one day later, he'll say, oh yeah, so the price going down just like we expected, just like we predicted. And that's the fun part, You can always say both sides and you'll always be right. Or if the exact opposite happens, you'll say, I predicted that. You see it so often. And that's, again, why I'm just saying this stuff, it's really what you like, personally. I personally don't put my faith too much in these guys. But hey, maybe you do. That's completely up to you. And I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying it's really easy to look good if you just switch your mind really quickly. And not that many people will notice. They'll just follow you anyway. They'll be like, okay, yeah, this guy, he knew. If you don't only watch one video, you never know as well. You guys see what I'm trying to say? But all right. You want me to I'll close it. No problem. There's nothing to talk about here. All right. So looking at XRP, as I've said before, it's actually pretty interesting to see how we hit a little bit of a top for it, right? This is the one we talk about normally with XRP. We've hit a little bit of a top here at 36, 37-ish or so cents, which was interesting to me once more. Okay. Let me just quickly go and take off. I'm not going to look at the chat. You're all saying it's wrong. Whatever. It's my own thing. I make money with it. Everything works fine. If you have a better option, a better thing to do it, you do your thing, all right? I personally make money this way. So I'm just going to show you guys what I want to talk about. And you can do your own thing if it works better. Just, do whatever you want to. I want to say we had an interesting top here at 37 cents. And it looks to me pretty interesting how, again, these things have been drawn in for a little while. I didn't just make this right now, this XP Fibonacci, for example. It's interesting how we are really coming back to this 30-cent or so price point for XRP because you would think we keep on falling for a little while because of the lawsuit, right? And because the trading is about to be suspended today, the 15th on a couple of places, the 19th on a couple of places, you'd think we'd go down. But if you check, for example, the 50-minute here, which is not what I trade, don't worry, guys. I don't trade a 50-minute chart. I'm just showing it to, I guess, prove my point, basically. You'd see that we're actually going up. It's looking pretty damn good over the 50-minute. Again, over the last couple of hours, basically, we're just building a nice little bottom. But more so supported by the daily here, it's just looking like a very nice uptrend. Even on the weekly, it kind of looks like we just had one big crash from, I guess, the whole lawsuit situation, but that we're slowly but surely just building it up from here. Doesn't it look the same way to you guys? I just think we'll really center around this 31 or so 0.5, which I said yesterday as well. We'll center possibly around this 31.5 cent level for a little while, or we're actually going to see the upside. At least that's what it's looking like, since the correlation between Bitcoin and XRP has gone down quite significantly. Again, how they go over with each other. But also in the end of things, guys, I'm always excited to buy some cheap XRP, some cheap BTC, some cheap Ethereum. Ethereum in that sense would be every Ethereum under $1,000. I'd be pretty happy to buy that. With ADA, I'm actually going to say 25 cents was my good point. I love that. Right now, it's already pretty damn high. I'm not really too enthusiastic about it. I guess here was a nice little dip below 25 cents. I could have bought a huge chunk more. I'm actually going to show you guys one trade I had on ADA just now. It's actually from a couple of days, or actually I should say a couple of weeks. But that one popped out really well. And it was actually because one of you guys told me, buy ADA now. One of you guys said it in the comment section. And even though I'm already a long-term ADA holder, I was looking on Binance at the staking options, and I noticed that Binance had a pretty interesting staking option for, I believe it was 5,000 or so ADA. So I was looking at it, I was like, man, I just got to get myself ADA to stake because of the percentage, and I know for certain I'm going to hold ADA for the next couple of years, and I'll show you guys the setup here. So this, again, you can kind of consider it, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's from a higher time frame, but whatever. This was put in place here because I was showing you guys what I think would be a nice little point to trade. Again, this is from either the previous live stream, which was most likely then back in, I guess, the start of December or maybe November. And we were basically saying this is the trend, what it's looking like right now. It doesn't have to be, but it basically, I don't really know exactly what we were talking about back then. The point was, I told you guys I'm buying the first time we cross this little point. And again, this was most likely somewhere in December start when we were talking about this. So a little bit later, because I've just put in from my own records here, I bought it at exactly 18.57 or something like that. It's really around this price point cents. And me and my friends, we have a little bit of a WhatsApp group. I don't know if you guys ever used WhatsApp if you're from the US, but it's basically a messaging platform. I believe it's owned by Facebook as well. Is it owned by Facebook, I think? But yeah, in Europe here, it's very popular. And we have a group in where we call just like what stocks we're buying basically and what cryptos we're buying just for fun, amongst the boys basically. And I was buying ADA here. A lot of my friends were saying, yeah, let's go, let's go. They were doing the same thing because that was the first time that we breached this level and I got my own confirmation. Now, I, of course, had a 3 ratio. Normally, that's what I go for. And that means in this case here, I was going for a minus 10% because I don't really mind it. And by the way, this is just for my hold stash, for my trade stash. I have a hold stash where I hold about 80% of my coins or so. And I have a trade stash, which is roughly, I would say, 20% of everything. Maybe it's about 15, maybe 20% of everything. And basically what I do with the hold stash is just put in money and I keep it on a ledger. I keep it on there and I'm going to always keep it on there because I don't really mind. On my trade stash, I'm going to try and get myself more euros because I sometimes see good opportunities here and I just might want to take them. Now, in this case here, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more. I bought ADA then, as I said, right here. I think it was the first candle, maybe in the red one. I don't really know. I bought it in one of these candles at around 18.5 or so cents. And even though we went down for a little while, again, it really just barely did not hit my stop loss because I had one in place in this case because I was trading in euros, not for the amount of coins for my hold stash, as I said before. However, I didn't actually have a take profit. So even though I should have had a take profit at 30% because that would really validate my 3 ratio basically, which is a 1 loss and 3 profit, I didn't because either I was forgetting it or because I just wanted to, I don't know, try it out. And I'm actually still holding that ADA as of this point because I thought, we might actually see this run continue. And that is because Bitcoin took off like crazy, right? You guys also saw it, I think. So because Bitcoin took off like crazy, I didn't actually sell. And right now, I guess I don't know how much profit we're in. Again, I'm not saying I'm a good analyst. I'm not saying I'm good at making money. I'm just showing you guys a lucky little bet here. Right now, we're up 70% on that. And that is, again, just because one of you guys in the comments said, hey, ADA might be at a prime spot right now. I was looking at it. I was like, man, right. And then I was looking at my own little chart from before. And I told myself, and that's what we said in the group, that once we'd go above about 18.3, 18.4 or so, I would buy. And so I did. And we were lucky with that. I'm just saying that's pretty funny. So are you guys actually holding or trading? What are you guys more into? I personally think it's really better to just hold through. All right, I see so many guys losing money. It's ridiculous. Whenever I go to Twitter, I'm seeing stories, for example, people who followed trading calls and they just lost a lot of money. What do you guys think? Hold both. Yeah, so again, as I said before, for me, the ratio is AT to 15 and 5. So I have 80% in hold stash, 15%, which is a trading stash, and then 5% in basically a meh type of category. Cardano is shit. Well, some people like it, some people don't. Hey, you know what? We can make money with everything, and I personally like it. Hey, that's my own thing. I was also looking a little bit earlier at Bitcoin ideas, but what's funny is if you type in Bitcoin on TradingView, you look at these articles right here, and this stuff, this can mess you up. You see all these articles from like November 2018 and June 2018, and if you start to look at the prices back then, oh my days, guys, is this either demotivating or like the most bullish thing ever? I don't know exactly what I'm thinking about it. These guys are here talking about, oh, we got a resistance for Bitcoin at 4.5K. And then I'm just looking at the prices at which we're at right now. And you just want to kind of punch yourself in the face, don't you? You just want to kind of punch yourself in the face because that's how crazy everything is going right now. That is how crazy it is. By the way, okay, you're saying what screen is that platform? This is on TradingView, if you're wondering. What country are you watching from? I'm seeing a lot of guys. I see actually a lot of guys that I already see in the comment section quite often as well. A lot of you guys are from the US, aren't you? Most likely. Also, Philippines is always there. Rodrigo says, does she like your videos a lot? Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate it. Belgium. All right. Again, for Bitcoin, I personally think this is pretty bullish. This type of stuff. I'm not gonna say this chart here because, of course, this is talking about $4,500. But that's another fun part, right? If you were to trade this, let's actually take a good example. If you were to listen to this guy, Bitcoin expert India, for example, you trade this, you'd be like, you know what? Let's short it here. Let's get this profit here because we're supported at 3,800 to 4,000, whatever. We're just gonna take this little short and we're gonna make some money, hopefully. And the price keeps going down. Maybe for a little while, you're like, okay, everything is good. You get out. The fun part is, in the shortest amount of time, it could have just skyrocketed. Now, in this case, it might seem to you like, okay, 2 years is a long amount of time. I'm personally going to say 10 timing your money in 2 years is not a lot of time. That's a very short amount of time. And I find it really interesting how it's such a fast-moving space. And I really don't like shorting Bitcoin just because I know in the end you'll be wrong. At least that's my personal thought about it, right? I personally think in the end, if you go try schemes like that, you'll lose out. But everybody got differing opinions on that. Oh, that's crazy though. What's this one emoji? You guys keep doing like a little hand with red inside. I see that emoji a couple of times. Oh, it's Kurt's review. He said, "What screen is up?" Oh, he just has his own emoji, I guess. Nederland, hey, Antwerpen, nice. Press the like button, guys. I want to see 100. There's 300 people watching. How come there's only 65 likes? No, just kidding. You don't have to. It's funny. I think it helps with the YouTube algorithm, but in the end, if you don't want to, you don't have to, whatever. All right, this one, like people might say it's wrong. People might say it's stupid. Or whatever. I just want to show you guys my 2 cents on it. This was our our whole fractal idea from a couple of years ago, whatever. What this is showcasing is this little pattern here from 2017. It's just basically the bars pattern. And I know this is not going to hold up for your trading. I think it's just funny to overlap it and see what's happened, right? Once more, I'm not saying go trade this setup. It's just for fun, all right? Because there's always so many people hating, saying, oh, you're doing the TA wrong. Guys, it's all for fun. I'm not trying to show you guys what to do here. I'm trying, all right? I'm trying. So what we did here was for Bitcoin, just take this little bar pattern and put it over the 2017 run, for example, something like that. And if you put it over the 2020 run, I did not do this today. I think we did this once more a couple of months ago. This is the first time I'm ever looking at this chart once more here. So whenever we did this, be my guest, could have been December 2nd. It's just the last time that we live streamed, I guess, or the last time I mentioned this in a video, which was most likely a couple of months as well. Maybe a couple of weeks, I don't remember. But basically, it was about how we were following it quite drastically. And it's pretty funny to see how it's coming along. However, it would be a pretty bearish case. And I know it doesn't follow it exactly to the dot, but it does follow it quite significantly. All right, let's quickly put it over, I guess, because some people might not understand. So what we did was just, I don't know, maybe take it like this, for example. You put it over, and you just go, take it out a little bit, for example. I don't know, I had a better draft that time. This time it doesn't really work. I might have actually done it on a weekly as well, not on a daily, because I see there's way more candles right here. But yeah, that's what we did previous time. It overlaps pretty much. It's pretty funny in this case. Somebody says, Dusty, need advice. Sold my Bitcoin at 25,000 pounds yesterday on good profit. What do you think would be a good price to buy again? Now, guys, please understand, none of this is financial advice because, even though I am sometimes lucky with these trades and we can make money, it doesn't mean I'll always be right. All right, I'm going to quickly come out with that. It doesn't mean I'll always be right. And, I haven't sold Bitcoin at the top in 2017. So you might say, oh, you're an idiot then. The thing is, I just am good at buying crypto. I like that a lot. I'm going to honestly come out and say I'm not the best in that sense. I like buying it a lot. I don't like selling it too much. Because I've known so many people, I know so many people who are getting out at XRP, for example, at 17 cents, those price categories. Or who are getting out of Bitcoin at 4,000. Why? Because they were done with it. They just didn't want to be involved with it anymore. And whenever people come up to me and say, hey, I'm selling my Bitcoin, so when should I re-enter? I just tell them, man, look for whatever fits you whenever you're making profit, because any entry would be nice unless you're in it for the short-term profit. But if you are, then don't come after me. Don't ask me what to do, because you most likely know it better. Because you've sold it, so you have a bigger plan, right? So you just do it yourself, then don't ask me about it. Now, with Bitcoin, again, some people, again, might say this is wrong. Some people might say it's right, whatever. I was personally thinking there's actually a couple of scenarios, right? But it's really interesting to see how this zone is holding up quite nicely as of this point. This is once more interesting because this has some severity basically from January 3rd and 4th. So what basically happened is this is an area where there's a lot of people trying to buy, right? We were discussing that, I think it was yesterday morning in one of the videos. And basically what happened is there's so many people buying in this area that the price cannot really, I guess, exceed. We got one little dip right here, but that's most likely, as I've said before, because there's just some huge whales who are trying to push it down with a lot of severity. Again, a lot of money. You can see the huge red candle here. This is one of the biggest candles crypto has seen possibly ever. It could be. It's possibly one of the biggest candles ever. Let's quickly check that out, actually. See how huge this candle was. We saw a huge candle here as well, in the March. But basically, it's one of the biggest red candles since 2018, if we are excluding this March candle. That's one of the biggest sell-offs we've ever seen in Bitcoin. So it's not that crazy that you actually breach one of the zones. Even though there might be so many people who are trying to buy it over there, you can still sometimes breach them. That's sometimes how it happens. However, there's still a lot of purchasing happening over there. And wait, let me quickly see. Right now, the new daily just opened. Look at that. It's already opening green. And this one actually closed green. It's just 30 seconds ago here. So we now got let's quickly see. Do I have an even shorter term Bitcoin? Yeah, we have an hourly here. All right, look at that. So Bitcoin, again, being between two of our, I guess, newly drawn zones here, which is just kind of the bottom and the top, basically, if you want to call it easily. This is basically a zone which is going to be harder to cross to the downside because there's just a lot of people who are trying to purchase there. And this is, of course, the upside, which we have yet to take out, which could be what we're heading right now. The hourly, of course, just opened. It closed green above our Fibonacci level here, which is bullish, by the way. This I could sometimes even trade, honestly speaking. If this were to be a green candle, I could probably trade this. How I would go about that one is, at least really the basics about it is let me quickly see if I can get along here. If you get a first candle, I guess a breaching candle above either a important point, important line, important resistance. In this case here, it depends really on how important you find it. But since we tested it so many times, I would say it's an important little resistance right there. And you can see how many times basically. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see how important of a point that was since we crossed it right now. Even though this is all very short term, it's an hourly. I probably wouldn't trade an hourly, by the way. I'm just showing you guys what a setup would look like if this was a little bit of a longer term. If this were to be another green candle that is a confirming candle, I would most likely take that again with a 3-to-1. If we were to trade it on the short term, we'd most likely go for something like this. However, you need a lot more confirmation to actually make this properly. But for example, to go for something like this, an easy entry into the zone, possibly with a little small drawdown. However, this would be a little bit too small, possibly. I'd have to look a little bit further into it, but I'd most likely go for it then somewhere amongst that candle. I'd most likely, however, go for the weekly to quickly check how everything's doing. However, on Bitcoin, that is extremely bullish. Then I'd move over to the daily, of course, to check more for my, I guess, better entries. Since if you check the weekly, it's bullish, right? You can look for the daily to see if there's a better little thing you can, how would you explain that? You look on the weekly to see what the trend is, basically. You look on the daily to see exactly what's happening right now. Like, for example, on the daily here, you can see things are looking really bullish, looking extremely bullish to say. You can see we could actually put another Fibonacci in here. We could actually put in this one. I'd have to turn it around, though. Well, let me quickly draw it the other way around then to make it easier, so I don't have to turn it around. If we were to put this one in, you can see exactly where we're going to be heading next. So in this case, let me quickly take this one off then. Hide. If you were to put this in, for example, this is our most recent run here, which is, again, a daily time frame. This is from 8th of January up to the 11th of January. Some interesting price points here. Let me quickly also hide this one then to make it a little bit easier to see. Interesting price points to look out for as at this point are mostly going to be about 45,000. Logical, though. Logical that 45,000 is an important point, right? Don't you guys also agree with me here? 45,000 is, of course, a point of logical resistance since it's a very heavy psychological barrier. I would personally think, if I were to ask my old man here, what would be a nice point to sell? Even though he doesn't sell crypto, he most likely say, 30,000, 45,000, 50,000. Those are all points which are easy, especially for retail. And you might actually say only for retail. That's not the truth. It's not only for retail, but it's especially for retail. There's quite a lot of institutional investors, and as you get more into the space, I actually know a couple of institutional investors, or basically people who trade with billions of dollars every single day, at least 5 days of the week, I should say. And they basically go for some specific points as well. However, they more so focus on quick little trades. However, they mostly hover around these psychological barriers because there's more buying. I don't even know how to explain it in the best way. They go around psychological barriers, like, for example, 45,000, because if there's a move to the upside, it will most likely have a little bit more severity to it. It will most likely be a little bit of a bigger green candle, for example. Or, for example, the $30,000 price range, because here, as you can see, if they're trying to push the price up from this point, you have a very high likelihood of succeeding, basically. And if you do that with just a huge amount of money, you have a lot more chance of that succeeding. By the way, look at the pump here. You should actually see that on the hourly here. That is amazing. Let's go for 5 minute. I know, guys, still not trading this, just looking at it. That is a pretty interesting pump that we're seeing already right now. Look at that. So in the last couple of minutes, since we started the stream, we've gone from, when did we start it? Right around, when did we start it, guys? We started it, how long has the stream been running for? I cannot see it anywhere. I don't know how to view this. Analysis, that's watch time. I was like, how long will we be streaming? I do not know how to do this. I have no idea. Maybe 20 minutes? 25 minutes. So right now it is 5 past UTC. So that is 25 minutes ago. Let's just say 11:40. Let's put it at 11:40. Right here we started streaming. I don't want to say much, but I don't want to say much. I can kind of take my hands off here, because look at where we started streaming right here. I'm not trying to plug myself for being, no, I'm just kidding, guys. But that's pretty funny. We got a huge little, I should say, because I mean it's the last 25 minutes, only 2% up. But the thing is, in Bitcoin, yeah, I can see you, Austin. Lol, can he see us? Yes, I can see what you guys are writing. I can't wait anymore. You can't wait? All right, then it's not the best place for you. By the way, I must say, I've been pretty excited about Binance. I've really completely put Coinbase out of my life, but I am pretty excited about Binance. Now, why is that? I don't have it open right now, but I should quickly say, Binance has been a very helpful platform in the sense that you can really just get everything on there in the clearest and easiest way, and you'll know, at least to me, that your funds are basically safe. Even though I cannot make a guarantee, of course, as it's not my platform, I have no affiliation with them in that sense. I might have a link down below, I might not, I don't know. I have like maybe 50 referrals, it may be like maybe $10 in 4 years that I have the referral link for. So be my guest to not use it, I don't really care. I'm just saying their staking is so simple. On Coinbase, I have had nothing but trouble. I had a Coinbase account for, I think it's 5 years, maybe, no, 4 years. How long has Coinbase been out? I don't know. I think I started really at the start of, no, at the end of 2017. I don't know. I think it was somewhere at the end of 2017 that I got my Coinbase account, maybe September 2017, I don't know. But as of that point, I have had multiple occasions in which I just wanted to buy something, but they said, oh, there's an error in your account. You'll have to wait 5 days or sometimes 2 weeks for this to be resolved. And I just emailed them like, hey, what's happening with my account? Why can I not deposit something? Why can I not do anything? And just be like, we don't know, basically. That's basically the point, all right? There's a bigger email attached to it, but it's just, we'll have a customer support. No, we'll have a team member figure it out. And I have to wait 2 weeks to be able to buy something. I personally really despise Coinbase, all right, for that. At Crypto.com, you guys are asking me about that. Crypto.com is also nice. It is nice. I actually have a link for it in the description too, I think. Nobody's ever used that before, so I don't know if it even works or not. But the reason I don't really support Crypto.com too much is because I'm a little bit more afraid that they're actually going to be a scam, right? So the thing is, with Binance, there's even people I know that run exchanges that use Binance as a wallet. CZ was tweeting about that earlier, but it's not a joke. There's actually really huge freaking people out there who use Binance as their exchange wallet, basically as their cold, you should see it, wallet. From that perspective, I'm just like, if I had to keep, let's say $100,000, maybe $1 million somewhere, and it'd have to be an exchange, Coinbase would be the best if you're looking for real safety of the platform not running away, because Coinbase is most likely the most regulated and the most looked after in that sense. But I use Binance for the biggest reliability. That's just my opinion on it, though. Again, you don't have to trust me once more because I could be wrong. I'm just saying my personal opinion. By the way, you're saying Tether 15th is for documents only, no official completion on this date. I'm actually personally not too worried about Tether. And even though I have a lot in Tether, I'm just seeing it here as if they really would... Oh, by the way, look at that little pump right there. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to look at the 1 minute. Okay, so that's, again, the peak we just hit. We're falling down like crazy. We're also just doing this... let me just quickly get rid of this as well. This is very annoying. Can I? There we go. Look at that. It's actually pretty crazy how fast this market can move. Oh, look at the pump. You know, you're saying right now, like, oh, this is not much money. Guys, just when we started streaming from right now, this is about 3% or so, which may not look like much, but this is over $4,000. So if you have, for example, 3 Bitcoins, you just made freaking almost $4,000 in just like 20 minutes or so. So if you're thinking this is not much, it is definitely quite a lot. It is definitely quite a lot. And I see also a couple of people talk about Ethereum. You know, I personally hold quite a lot of Ethereum and I'm quite excited about them. Mostly because I think oh my days. No, look at the freaking price. I almost get goosebumps looking at this. No, I don't like this at all. Look at how extremely bullish. Again, 5 minutes. Once more, you're not going to trade this. You're just looking at this to see what the price is doing right now in the very short term. Things are looking so extremely good for Ethereum, though. This setup is just so amazing. Oh, I wish I had more time. No. No. So I told you guys, I'm buying a huge amount of Ethereum if I get the chance. Under $1,000. But I didn't have enough time. I only bought such a small handful. No, I'm so sad. Why do I don't like this? It's too bullish. It's looking too good. Right now, we're again at the top that we were at a little bit earlier when we actually were dipping. This is basically, again, the top of, I think it's 2 days ago now. Officially 2 days. I think it's the 14th, right? The 14th. This is basically the top that we're hitting. We're most likely just going to skyrocket past that. Basically getting into the trajectory again of all-time high for Ethereum, which everybody was projecting. Right? So again, we already hit this thing twice. Can I put a line in here with, I think, option H? Thing like that. This little line, we're most likely going to cross it here in just a couple of seconds. I think with what's happening to Bitcoin right now, if Bitcoin doesn't switch over, we'll most likely just keep this going on for a little while. And I don't really think things are looking any... Well, actually, it could actually be really interesting now I'm thinking about it. Even though we have a bullish trend going on here, this is a 1 hour. Let's quickly check the 4 hour. Okay. So, again, on the 4 hour, we still got our 2 little hits right there. However, if we breach this, I would say we're on track again to go up to this little all-time high point. Somebody in the comment section, do you guys know at what point in terms of Ethereum price we are at the Ethereum all-time high of market cap, basically? So back in 2017 officially, or what year officially did it? Let me quickly see when Ethereum actually hit all-time high. I don't know the official date for Ethereum. I know for Bitcoin and XRP. Let me quickly see Ethereum, what date exactly it hit the all-time high. It was right around January of 2018. Okay, so at this point, I don't know. I can actually look up market cap on here, can't I? Let me quickly type in Ethereum market cap. There we go. We can actually see it that way, I guess. Let's zoom out a little bit. We need a daily. Yes, there we go. I think it's really interesting to see how this one is moving along. So Ethereum market cap, again, has been breached already. And from that perspective, I was not too sure whether or not Ethereum would actually hit an all-time high right now. Again, all-time high in the sense of $1,420. Not in terms of market cap all-time high, but again, in terms of real dollars per coin all-time high. However, with this setup, whatever you're going to pick here, everything looks bullish. Whatever. You can't really deny. You can't deny. No, wait. You can't deny or you can't accept. My English is messing me up. You cannot deny that this looks bullish. Yeah, that's the right thing. You cannot deny that this looks bullish. Why? We got a huge run-up, right? And this run-up has actually not been going on for a little while here. You might say, oh, but no. The run-up basically started in March, started all the way here. However, you want to take it really, I guess, correctly, the run-up started the 25th of December, basically the Christmas little area. We first of all, of course, got our Thanksgiving discount and then Christmas rally, which really sparked the heaviness for Ethereum, basically taking it from 70 billion or so to almost, basically doubling. But what really happened is we got a huge surge. It corrected, but we're still continuing on with the surge. And it really depends on exactly what the price is going to do right now. We might be able to actually draw in a bullish pennant here really shortly, depending on what the price is going to be doing. Because that, again, with a little bit like this, I think it's coming up, though, again, depending on what it's looking like. But the next couple of days most likely will look like this if we do not see a huge determining candle from Bitcoin here, which may happen. It may be looking a little bit more like this if this one is really bullish, but not breaching this one. Then, again, it's going to be a little bit more bearish since we're indeterminate. I don't know yet. I'm just speculating here, just thinking about this. I don't know. What's your favorite coin, by the way? I see a lot of you guys say Ethereum, ADA. So somebody say VeChain. Let me see. XRP, of course. Tether, you guys are just afraid for. It's not, of course. No, nobody has Tether as a favorite coin. Who likes Tether? I don't. I just like Tether in the sense that it's so simple. and it's sometimes a little bit more simpler to trade towards than a US dollar. But I've never been happy to own Tether. I would rather have the US dollar if it was as easy, because of course nobody trusts Tether that much. I trust it with my money because I know whatever the US does, even if it's called a security, and they sell off a huge amount of Tether, it can't really go to zero, the Tether dollar, right? Because that would really, the US, the SEC, if they really were to go for something like that, wouldn't it be the stupidest thing in this world? Honestly, their job is to protect investors, basically. If they were to really break Tether, that would be really stupid. You guys are saying DOT is dumping? Let me quickly type it in here. Let's see what DOT is doing. Can I type DOT, or does this have to be Polkadot? No. Let's go for it on Binance, whatever. So this is the daily here. Let's quickly check it out. Polkadot here. Okay, no, it's actually, who's saying it's dumping? Who was saying it's dumping? You should really get your ass spanked right now, because that's wrong. Maybe you're just talking about maybe on a 1 minute time frame. The daily looks perfect. Let's see the weekly, even though there's not really much history on this one. Polkadot looks like an extraordinarily good crypto as of this point. Yeah, no. So whoever was saying it's dumping really hard, I think you should get clapped, because that's not the truth. That's really far from the truth, really. But all right, let's go to the 5 minute chart. Maybe somebody's saying no, even then. So all right, everybody, go check out who was saying DOT was dumping. He deserves a ban. I don't know. Maybe I'm even imagining it. Maybe somebody was just saying DOT is pumping, and I'm just stupid. Could be. Nah, but this is looking perfect. This is looking juicy. You guys actually sparked me to buy this as well. Let me quickly see if I can open it for you. I'll just show you live here. I don't care. I had some money on BitYard, right? I told you guys. Oh no, I have to log in. I don't know the credentials anymore. I have to look it up where the credentials are. No. Okay, no. Maybe I have it somewhere. Wait, maybe. Okay, I know the credentials. Let me quickly see if I can log in real quick. If I don't have to do the two-factor. Oh wait, I have the two-factor as well. Let me quickly log in on the site. I'm going to show you guys my DOT that I have on BitChart. That is, because you guys told me buy this, and I did, and I got lucky. Let me quickly see if I can show you guys. I had $1,000 that I've freshly deposited in there. That's the only thing I had. Let me see. Is there anything else that I cannot show on here? No. Whatever happens, I'll be fine. I'm just quickly checking if there's nothing shouldn't show, but I think it's all fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine to show. So here on BitYard, which I told you guys I was getting into because I like the exchange. I like the look. It's so simple. I bought $1,000 worth of DOT. When was it? Like 2 weeks ago? I told you guys about it. Like I was showing you guys I'm buying DOT, right? We bought $1,000 worth. I just told you guys, pick in the comment section down below what I'm going to do with this money. And we basically bought $1,000 worth of DOT. Right now it's $1,350. That's again in 2 weeks. That's crazy if you start to think about it, right? Just the shortest amount of time. And even though this is not a lot of money to some of you, might be a freaking ton. The fun part about the Netherlands here, which you guys do not know about, some of you, is because somebody says, do you pay a lot in taxes? There is no tax on purchasing crypto in this sense. So if I'm purchasing crypto or selling it, there's no tax. The only tax, of course, is logically when I'm deciding to get a partnership, for example. If you were to want me to promote your, I don't know, shield coin, I don't know, whatever, and you pay me in crypto, I'd have to pay tax over it, right? Logically. If I get gains on that crypto, however, there's no tax. There's only about 1.5% tax every single year on your money, but that is going to be there always. So if I have $1 billion or $500, it doesn't really, okay, it's $500 is too little, but maybe for you guys that are from the Netherlands, it's fun to tell you. Basically, yeah, yeah, hello there, Bruma. So yeah, the Dutch people know what I'm talking about here. Make sure you press the like button, by the way. We're at 140, but there's 500 people watching. I'm just trying to quickly, trying to plug a brother here, So let's get that to 150 at least. Come on, there's only 11 people. You guys could do that. There we go. We got we got one like. All right, so my speech worked. We got a like there. So that's all good. All right, it was all worth it. We got one like. So that was all good. Yeah. Je klinkt echt niet Nederlands. The fun part is, once you try to speak this stuff a lot, it works sometimes. So even though I'm not going to say you should move. Oh, wait. No, I should go a step back. If you're from the US, I've done a video on the Business Realm. You guys know that channel of mine? I put a video on there explaining how taxes could work for you. and basically how to make it a little bit easier for yourself, right? If you're from the US. I just kind of explained there's a couple of ways if you make a lot of money with crypto to, get the tax man off your ass. But the negative part is there's really no easy way in the US, except for, wasn't like Puerto Rico? What was the country's name? I don't even remember. I'm not from the US. And I guess really giving up your citizenship. There's not really easy ways in the US to go about it. However, I'm trying to figure out some loopholes here. I have been talking with, guys, trust me when I say, I've been looking at so many different guys. Wow, that sounds really, not that, that sounds a little bit gay, but I've been looking at so many guys. Well, no, I'm looking at so many ways, basically, or I've been talking to a lot of guys, talking basically about how we can make this tax simple for some people. Or basically come up with ways to make sure that crypto people that are right in it right now, when they sell, they don't have to pay that huge US tax on it, the capital gains tax. We're just looking at some ways. And again, this is not for me because I'm not from the US. It's not because I want to make profit off of it. It's just because I want to talk about it in some of the videos. But it's not that simple, because the US, whatever you do, you'll always be taxed in the US. So even if you move away, in the Netherlands here, it's actually... It's not necessarily simple, but I can just move to a different country. I don't have to give up my citizenship. I could, for example, go to Dubai, and the tax is gone, right? You have to pay a little bit of expenses right there. For example, the company is 10,000 euros a year, as an example. The first year, the second year is 5,000, for example. As of this point, maybe 2021 is going to be gone, but as of this point, you also have to have at least one Dubai person, for example, to be part of the company. And you'd have to pay for expenses from the houses, right? Let's say that's $3,000 a month, for example. You're looking at maybe like $50,000, $60,000 a year. If you pay $50,000, $60,000 a year in taxes, however, it could be worth it, right? But that's again another calculation you got to make for yourself. Do you want to live in a different country? Do you think it's going to be worth it to go through all this trouble and whatever, just for a little bit less tax? Because I've spoken to quite a lot of people, and they said, hey, you know what? It is definitely not worth it to get out of the U.S. for not paying tax because I love it here. This is my life. This is whatever I want. That's the way off. That's the way off. P. Spesh says, do you have to move to Dubai 183 days before you sell? I don't know that. I have no idea. I think there's always ways around that, though, because if you think about it, it's really, if you're from the U.S., the day you give up your citizenship, the day you move to Dubai, is basically when, whatever. I don't even know how that would work, because if you move to Dubai as a U.S. citizen, you're not going to get yourself a citizenship there. So, I, as a Dutch person, theoretically speaking, could just move over there with my Dutch passport, just live there, and I kind of live almost tax-free. There's, of course, a couple of pieces, but as a U.S., I don't know how that would work. But again, I'm not a financial freaking advisor. I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a tax evasion guy. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just talking about how to legally get your taxes lower. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to evade tax. I've been thinking about what the most profitable way would be to handle that. You guys get that? I'm not trying to make you guys, I'm not trying to make you guys lose any money or dual citizenship is very difficult. But all right, let's go to the let's go to dot. Let's see. What about UK? Any tax for us? You UK guys, I have no idea how you all work. Why? Because you Brexited, so right now everything is difficult. King David says, I'll move to Dubai to avoid paying taxes. Please, do not think I'm an advisor. Do not think I know my stuff. I'm just quickly saying what I've heard around, all right? Let me quickly put it like that. I'm not a freaking tax man, all right? Before anybody makes a choice and loses their money and gets sued by the freaking, IRS or something like that and just gets a $5 billion fine, it ain't me, all right? Strictly for fun. Let's call it like strictly fun, baby. Strictly fun. Oh, Polkadot. Hey, look at that. We're making new highs. Again, this is the 5-minute chart. This is not what we're trading. This is just looking for fun. It's crazy, though. Look at that. Look at that. Let's make another new high. Let's see. Can we breach this one? This is really just nitpicking, right? We're just looking at like, oh, can Polkadot make another new little high right here? Can it go up this little teeny weeny 0.8% to go above this? Where was actually the last point that Polkadot made its high? Let's see. I have to go to the 4 hour. No, we can go to the 2 hour. The highest point ever is just like right now, right? Or am I wrong about this? No, this is really the highest point. Okay, let's go even a little bit deeper then. Let's go 30 minutes. Yeah, the highest point is like right now. This is the highest point. Wait, did Polkadot really all-time high? Do you know, guys? Did Polkadot just, wait, let me see. Really? Did Polkadot just hit all-time high? Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't even know we went up that high. That is crazy. I didn't even know that. All right, but that's pretty amazing then. Look at that. Look at the pump. Wow. So once more, I'm not saying I'm a even best trader, but you guys told me to buy this, and I'm very freaking grateful. All right, once more, some might say it's only $1,000, so you only, $350. What's that gonna do me? Once more, first of all, this is tax-free, so it's free money. And second of all, it's still nice. It's still a freaking huge surge. Now the question, of course, is, should we sell this? Should we be happy that Polkadot went all the way up here? We are at one of the highest points ever, literally. And so we could be happy with our 35% profit and call it quits. But you know what, guys? Of course we're not doing that. Why? Because we're here for the longer freaking term, and I want to keep this DOT in my freaking wallet. I'm going to transfer it out, possibly, and keep it to play. No, not even to play. I'm lying to you guys. I'm just going to keep it in a wallet, keep it safe where I cannot spend it. And that's, again, why I don't use things like crypto.com or anything like that. Because platforms like that are going to make me spend my crypto. And oh, do I despise that. And again, I actually had a couple of people telling me before, don't ever show your exchange account like this. The people are going to try hack you or something like that. Or people are going to be really scared. I would just say, man, if I really can't do something like this on my channel, man, this is the stuff I want to go for here. Just want to be completely open with the stuff. Even with the GSX talk. Some of you guys said, man, you're just a freaking asshole for showing that type of stuff. I'm always saying, don't put money into it if you don't want to. I'm just personally doing it. Like DOT, for example, here. I'm personally putting some money in. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. That's it. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying the best trader there is. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. With crypto here, luckily, I guess, everything worked out. But if you guys were to see my stocks right now, no, they worked out too. Are you guys into stock trading at all or not? Brian Bourne, thank you, man, for the 500 Japanese yen. Hello, my brother. Greetings from Japan. You still up, bro? Isn't it like, what's the freaking time? What's the time in Japan right now? You're crazy. Go to sleep, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go to freaking sleep. Let me see. Time in Japan. Time in Japan. Japan right now. Buy bat? You guys are saying buy bat? Should I? This is the only exchange account, however, that I have open on this computer. I have no other trading anything associated with the recording PC, just to be sure. But should I sell the DOT to buy something else that you guys are talking about here? Should I? Oh, you guys are saying it's freaking 9:30 a.m.? Okay, no, never mind. You definitely shouldn't go to sleep then. Yeah, never mind. It's 9:26 a.m. I'm chasing Japanese women. Dude, if you're chasing Japanese women at 9 a.m.? Okay, something's definitely wrong with you, bro. I know I'm not trying to be rude because you just donated something. If you're chasing women at 9 a.m., there's definitely something wrong. I'm not going to point out what, but there's definitely something. Just quickly pointing that out. Buy BAT in Binance. Why though? What's happening with BAT? I'm going to keep it at DOT, bro. DOT is going to be amazing. Look at this. DOT is looking juicy. And why would you need any analysis for this? Why would you need any analysis for this type of stuff? Please. Dude, what can I tell you here that you don't already know? You can say, oh, but there's a nice little support building right here. You can see it on a 4-hour chart. No, you don't need any of that stuff. Logically looking at this, freaking DOT is looking amazing. And I have it open. Let me quickly show you. Let me see what do I have. Wait, I have to check. Do I have DOT open here on the side? What is this? No. Oh, too bad, guys. Too bad I'm freaking recording. Otherwise, I had so much stuff open on DOT here. You guys are confusing me with all the BAT comments. XRP messes up DOT. I had a lot of articles here on DOT open because I just wanted to explain to a couple of people what DOT basically does. And even though once more there's no benefit in me talking about it, because if you buy or sell, I literally don't care. I'm personally quite convinced DOT is going to be amazing. And as you can see, my own money is in there. It's only $1,000, you might say. Once more, I think it's pretty cool. And it's making money right now as we speak, so that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. If you guys say sell, I'm going to sell it. Not even joking. If you guys are all saying sell it right now, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to lose money because of you. but I'm not. I shouldn't do that. It was a joke. We exercise and running. Okay, better, bro. Because people are gonna roast you like crazy. You're not gonna get out of that one alive. If you're chasing money and no, I messed up. If you're chasing, I don't want to say the H word. If you're chasing girls at 9 a.m., something's first of all definitely wrong. And Kilian, good luck with your exam tomorrow. Michael says, chase money, not hoes. I just said the word, whatever. You'll lose money chasing them. You'll never lose thingies chasing money. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Whatever. Okay, so Dusty, kindly show how to use signal indicator on TradingView and which one is the best. I've always thought about showing you guys all the indicators that I normally use for my own trading. But then I've also had some, because I have some paid indicators as well that I personally use. I'm always a little bit doubtful of showing those. The reason is that I've had some people in the past who've actually really scolded me or really been angry because I kind of plugged them to some indicators which were either scam, because I've had that one in the past before as well, or which ones were just really bad and they paid, for example, $100 for it, right? And I'm always going to say you need to know how to use it properly to make money with it. But some people don't listen to what I say. They just buy it and then scold me. You guys see what I'm trying to say? So I'm always being a little bit careful with showing any of that things which can make you money, but also lose you a lot of money in that sense with just some small, with like human input. If I'm talking about a coin, there's nothing that you need to do except for buying it. But, if you're on the different side, if I'm showing you something where you have to put in manual labor, like for example, the bots I used to show. If you guys were here 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I used to talk about bots all the time because I was really heavily into them. The reason I stopped was because there's only people telling me, oh, you're such a stupid ass, I lost my money, or how do I do the best settings? Dude, can you share your settings? Can you share your this, that? That's all I'm getting every single day. I was just like, man, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Let me just talk about the news because I like the news. I know it's going to be going up. I know things are looking good. Look at this freaking stuff. Oh, my days. A lot easier for the mental because you got to think about that too. Guys, honestly, crypto mental is one of the most important things I can ever explain to you. And look at this. We're actually farming a triple top. If this were a higher time frame, I would say it's relevant. Right now, it's just coincidental and kind of funny. We were just saying we're just going to breach past this, but no, I guess not. Let's see if Ethereum actually broke past it, what we were just talking about here. Let's get rid of this. Not worth it. Not worth it. Let's go towards what were we at right now? We were at maybe like the 4 hour. No, we were at the 5 minute even. It's just for fun. Please, guys, don't think this is what we're trading right now. This is market cap. I need to be at this one right here. All right, let's quickly check. Let's zoom in. Oh, yeah, so this was also my biggest Ethereum purchase at $490, by the way. Fun fact, if you guys wanted to know. I think the biggest purchase was right here at about $600. Literally 90% of my Ethereum came from this area because I have Ethereum from way back, way back. But that's in my hold stash. Been there for a long time. I'm talking about the money that I've been putting in the last couple of months. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So Ethereum right now is still very close to it, but it's actually not breaching. Negative. Let's quickly see. 15-minute here. So we're actually seeing some resistance at that area right now. Oh, this is 15. So that was already there earlier. 5-minute. No, really. We did bounce back from there, huh? We didn't actually breach it. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that we'd actually fall back down? What's going to be the scenario right now, guys? What are you thinking? The general trend, everything is looking bullish, though. I'm not really too worried about it. It depends. 4 or 5 minutes for what it's worth, you would say that, okay, if we actually get to 1120, we'll just breach. It's just going to matter to me, however, if we breach this. All right? It's on longer time frames, too, as well, though. This is going to be an important point. I think we'll get there, though, in the shortest amount of time. I'm not too worried about it, honestly. Why don't we just start a channel to group buy and group sell? There's already quite a lot of those, which are called pump and dumps, but that's only good if you want to really lose a lot of money quickly, or if you want to scam a bunch of people. So let me quickly ask you guys here. Do you know what a pump and dump is? Put it right now. If you're seeing this, put in the comment section right now if you know what a pump and dump is. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Put it right now. You know what a pump and dump is. Reason I'm asking is because I know quite a lot of pump and dump groups. I know some people who make a freaking fortune off of it, but the moral part about it is what really hurts. No? Okay, so let me explain to you quick. Okay, there's only one guy saying no, everybody's saying yes. A pump and dump is basically a group where you come in, for example, let's say I am making a group right now, right? I'm making a group and I'm really inviting, let's say, 1,000 people there. I'll just tell them, hey, let's see, Friday, 5 p.m. Oh, there's, okay. Unstoppable Domains just sent me a message. I got scared. I thought they were sending me a threat or something like that, but no. 5 p.m. Friday, we're going to pump a coin which is unknown. Let's just say, for example, XLM, right? It's going to most likely be a small cap coin, a coin that is not, as high, as huge a market cap as this, but just one that you can easily manipulate. We'll just say 5 p.m. We're going for it, and then I'll say we'll pump the coin at 5. So I'm going to call out the coin here at 4.59, for example. I'm going to call out the coin's name right here in this group. So then a couple of people will come in as time goes on, blah, blah, blah. They will all be in here together at 5 to just buy that coin like crazy. Of course, I, as a group owner, will buy that coin a day earlier because, hey, I want to make more money than you guys because I don't care what you do. I care about my own money. That's, again, how this group system would work. Now, at about, I don't know, let's say 5:15, 5:05, 5:10, 5:1, it just depends on how big the group is. If there's only 1,000 people, you'll most likely see the dip back down after 10 minutes. If it's a really huge group, sometimes it goes on for 30 minutes, sometimes it goes on for an hour. Because what happens is you pump it, people on Binance, for example, are going to buy into it because they see, hey, this coin is doing huge, I want to be part of it. And also other people who are late, or for example, coming in at 5:05 or 5:01, a little bit later after the initial drop, for example, they also might buy and be like, oh, I can still make a couple of percentages. Me, who started the group, I made 25% maybe even 400%, who knows? You, who joined later, you went in with 1 BTC. All of a sudden, you can exit with 0.1 BTC. That's how pump and dumps work. It's not something you want to go for. All right, if you're really lucky, you get to start one. Okay, but that's, again, you're making money off of other people who are just trusting you. So that's definitely not the way to do it. All right, if you want to be rich, don't do it like that, please. However, again, some might argue that trading is basically taking money from the poor and giving it to the rich. Or in a different sense, you're basically taking money from people who are trading less good than you. How would you say that? Less good than you. But again, I'd like to debate on that one. I like to say that everybody's taking their own risk by doing this type of stuff. With pump and dumps, you're basically also just really hurting people who are unknowing of what a pump and dump basically is. They're just thinking, hey, I can make some money with this. Hey, cool. It's just the newbie investors. You don't give them any warning. You're trying to have these newbies. We're just going to make you money, basically. But all right. Yep. This is the first time I also get to drink some water during a recording. We're already 50 minutes in. That's crazy. We have... What? I just see it now. We have 500 people watching. No way. That is crazy. Wow. Whoa. That is wow. Okay, I might have to readjust my seat here. Oh, you guys are insane. All my days. Oh, I might have to. Oh, whoa. Okay, didn't know that. Damn. Nervous much? Yeah, a little bit. That is a lot of people. Whoa. We're not watching you. We're watching our money go up. Yeah, hopefully doing that. Okay, so then I don't have to worry about it then. I'll be good. Ethereum looking good. Ethereum looking very good. In terms of market cap once more, honestly, what I'm actually thinking here is we'll either get back to this little point of all-time high right here in the shortest amount of time, or actually see a pretty negative scenario for Ethereum. But that, again, is just going to be following Bitcoin then. So that would be the most negative in that sense, though. Honestly. Yo, he's giving away XRP at 1,500 likes, boys. Give this guy his likes. Should we do that? Should we do it today as well? Maybe we could do that. If the live stream hits it. That would be pretty fun. Dusty is a clown, little mad dramatic. Yeah, maybe. I feel like if you explain the rules and someone too late, that's with again with the pumping up. No, man, I'm not. Oh, 1 inch. Mindagaus says, what about 1 inch? I've personally bought 1 inch. I don't have Binance open on this computer. I cannot look it up on my phone. I have it on a different computer. I cannot show you guys right now what price I bought 1 inch at. I don't know, but I'm very bullish on 1 inch, mostly because the staking is so amazing. 1 inch. I like the name too, right? Like one, take it or leave it. No, but 1 inch, yeah, I love it a lot. Mostly because of the fact you get like maybe 40% or so a year with that. So it's basically like, okay, the price can go down so ridiculously much, you'll still be in profit. So who cares? And that's again why I'm going for 1 inch. Like, why not? Like, what's the bad side to it? Like, why not? But yeah, that's just me. I'm like, I can afford the risk. I don't care. It's pretty new still as well, though. We can't see a huge dump, but since it's bullish season, I don't think there's anything negative happening to this coin. So I think I bought it. Where would I have bought it? I really don't know. I didn't buy much though. Is the price so low? Did I buy so little? Never mind. Okay, I'm actually a really poor holder then. I thought I had some 1 inch, but I only have a handful then, I guess. Damn. Oh yeah, wait, I saw a donation come by. Nick Yave. Well, thank you, man, for the euro. You know that's also really confusing? All the freaking currencies you guys working with. There's so often people coming at me. For example, I have to pick a good example. I see some on Facebook, see some on Discord, some on Twitter, but mostly just people coming at me with, for example, pounds or something like that, or euros when I'm talking with people in real life. Like, yeah, man, I just bought some XRP at 0.1 euro. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck is that in dollars? Because I don't know. I'm not a freaking, I don't know. I'm not a walking calculator. Funny enough, some people actually call me that in real life. You wouldn't have thought that, huh? Let's quickly check it out. Let's where are we gonna go? We're gonna check out XRP here a little bit. Let's quickly check it out. So XRP, personally been quite excited about them longer term. You guys know it, right? If you watch the channel, you know I'm pretty bullish on XRP. Actually, very bullish. However, short term, I do not know why. Well, logically speaking, we have a very huge amount of negative news coming out here in the really short amount of time, in the sense that some exchanges may stop the trading in the really short term. There's two possible scenarios, which is logically always there, but all right, let me quickly explain. One is because of all the news surrounding the fact that XRP was going to be a security, but Ripple has so much bullish, basically, news on the fact that they'll win the lawsuit. Like, we've gotten some news about the CBDC out just now. I don't know if I've talked about that or it's going to come out. I already have a video recorded. I was actually supposed to upload that just like an hour ago or so, but you know what? Let me quickly stream. So the video is like waited for an hour, like stalled. There's, for example, the CBDC use case, basically, which has been put on Ripple. There is, for example, the amount of freaking attorneys that they have. Oh my days. There's the fact that Ripple has surely prepared for a lawsuit like this for either years or whatever. I don't know how long. I can't tell. It's just a guess. Knowing all of that, there's really a bigger bullish incentive, right? Because, well, if they're going to win the lawsuit, right now it's a pretty damn cheap price because the lawsuit, first documents are going to be coming out February 15th. The real, I guess, start of the suit is February 22nd. Between now and then, we're going to get a couple of positive things in there, or at least. HK is saying case dropped. You talking about you want the case to be dropped, or it did happen? It didn't happen. But all right, let's just say that all those things are bullish. Another one is, since exchanges are going to be stopping the trading here soon, it could be that right now what we're witnessing with XRP is also a kind of a rush of excitement for people who want to have the coin for when it's not available anymore on their respective exchange. For example, Coinbase, I don't think anything's happening to withdrawing. I don't think anything's happening to the holding on there, basically. So it can be that you're keeping your money basically on Coinbase forever, your XRP, but you just want to quickly buy it right now so you have it. Because I don't know what's going to happen if XRP is actually declared a security eventually. If it is, I don't think it is, but what if? And you're from the US, because would you have to sell it then, like forcibly? Or could you still hold it, but you're holding a security and the company just has to abide by those rules? Like, how does that work? I don't know. Because again, I'm not from the US. Bitcoin almost 38,000. Oh, I keep looking back at this. So this is Bitcoin. For all you guys that are new here, you know, haven't been watching for like the last hour. This here is Bitcoin at $4,000 in 2018. And it's just funny how this used to be really a stress from people. We were all just looking at it like, oh, is Bitcoin gonna go to 3,000 or are we gonna go to 5? And then look where we're at right now. You guys are just looking at the price right now like, oh, we're almost at 38,000. Like, what? That is insane. Just thinking about that for a little second. Man, this is just 2 years. 2 freaking years. We've 10 times their money with Bitcoin. It's crazy, man. It's cray freaking Z. Let's quickly check out Bitcoin. Do I have it open somewhere? I must have. There's only XRP. XRP, again, longer term, I'm bullish. Shorter term, there could be two main scenarios. One is they'll drop XRP like crazy because, hey, exchanges are going to stop trading it, so they don't want to have it anymore. On a different side note, again, it could be really amazing because they might hoard it up here. Institutions are still holding it, even though some might be getting rid of it. I don't think Grayscale will ever do so unless it's officially called a security. And I think a lot of platforms will eventually notice they're going to call it progressive. I'm going to call it, say, conservative approach towards quickly delisting or at least stopping the trading right now just because they're afraid it's going to backstep them eventually. But hey, that's just my opinion about it. So Cliff says, if you're in the US and they force us, can't we transfer to Binance, trade it on Bitcoin, and send it back to Coinbase and take the funds? I have no idea what you're trying to say with that. I have no idea what your intention was. I have no idea in what way, shape, or form you're trying to ask me something. I really don't know what you mean. Because if XRP gets, banned basically as, you cannot trade it anymore, for example, Coinbase, you can still withdraw it. So that's not an issue. And you cannot use Binance because if you're from the US, well, you have to use Binance US, but they have also stopped XRP trading. So that makes absolutely no sense. I don't know what you're talking about, man. But I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't know what you're talking about. DOT is going crazy. Yeah. All right. So, okay. There we go. Lift off. Lift off for DOT. Lift off. We did it. I think we did it. Have we done it? Yes. We have done it. No. Yes. Yes. No. Where are we at right now? Have we breached? I don't know. Yes. Yeah. We officially have breached. We have done it. All right. Pump. Pump it up. Crazy times. Happy. Should I go? Oh, dump it again. It's like the video here. I don't have it open, but like the guy oh, they bought? Dump it. That's what it's looking like right now. It's only a 1% or so. It's not that much, but still. We just hit a new high? Okay, dump it. No, it's all usual though. It's happened every single time. It doesn't even matter if this one closes red in the end of things. Everything's looking good. I'm really happy holding my DOT here. Once more, guys, for all of you guys that are new, I hold DOT. We bought it together in a video before, and we're happy to hold it. Let me quickly refresh it here on the side. I don't want to refresh for in case I show something. But let's see. It was $1,350. Oh, hey, guys, we're making freaking bank. Look at that. It's $1,388 already. So while streaming here, we actually made $30. So again, I actually should stop with streaming right now, go enjoy my $30 and buy myself lunch. Wait, no, never mind. It's I think it's almost 2 a.m. I don't think lunch would suffice here. That would be an unhealthy decision / choice. I would say that would not be in my best interest to do that right now. But DOT, it's been one of my most amazing coins in that sense of profit in the short term here. Yeah, I would say so. Mike says, I watch some of your videos and new to crypto. What trading platform is this? And I see various videos you use it. Thanks, mate. So what I'm using right here is TradingView. This is tradingview.com. I should actually leave a link down below because if I plug people, I think if you pay for it, which I do, I think I get $30. So, hook a brother up if you want to buy. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. You do whatever you want. Let me see. It's all right, bro. It's cool. All right. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to answer your questions as peacefully as I can. But if you ask a dumb question, you're going to get a dumb response, It's a joke about XRP. Okay. Real question right now. You watching this video, do you like or dislike XRP? Put it right now. All right, let me put it differently here. Press the like button if you like XRP, and you can also just press the like button if you don't like XRP. That would be the smartest thing. But also just put it there. I'm just gonna try quickly make up what you guys' mind is in the comment section here, in the chat, I should call it. JD says I'm dumb. Well, you're not dumb. You're good. You're into crypto, so I'm gonna talk about that in just a second here. I need to remember. Okay, I dislike the price. XRP is love XRP, love it. Okay, so there's mostly people here who like XRP. Like but dislike. Okay, what the frick's that supposed to mean? Dislike, love it, XRP scam. Like, love XRP, I'm dumb. Why do you keep saying that? Like, love. Okay, so there's generally quite a lot of people who actually, only crypto I got. Oh, you're a risk taker, all right. I'm stuck with that Ripple syndrome. Okay, sell XRP for ADA? Bullish XRP army from South Africa. XRP, don't like. Okay, so there's basically an 90-10% split here, basically. It's complicated. Yeah, I get that. It's complicated. All right, so personally, I'm not going to sell XRP for any other crypto. DOT, by the way, is just taken off, as you can see right here. I don't have to say much about DOT because it's going amazing. We're just making money right now while doing nothing, basically, so I'm good with that one. But XRP and basically any coin for that matter, I like just having them. I know. I just like having them. Okay, so my story that I just wanted to tell you guys. By the way, do you know if it's possible to subdivide your video into like these different little... If I go to any video from these bigger creators, they always have like it just split up in like, for example, talking about Ethereum, TA, Bitcoin, talking about AVE, talking about this, that. How do you do that? Or do you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to be able to split or at least to show what section of the video you're watching? Maybe it's like something you can only do if you have 100,000 subscribers or something, but I was just wondering, is there a button for that? Am I missing it? Because I would have the time to just quickly explain what's happening in what part of the video so you can just quickly scroll through, but I don't know how to do it. Honestly. All right, 100% XRP I'm trading now. So I'm going to quickly tell you, I am personally never going to put 100% of my money into one coin. I would never do that. I think it's one of the stupidest choices you can ever make. But hey, I'm just a random guy on the internet, so don't trust me. All right, I'm just saying that I personally would not do that. However, I just had one of the lengthiest conversations the other day about why holding crypto is the bomb. It was funny because this is talking against a real estate mogul, at least a mogul, depends on what you call a lot of money, but this guy is fully on into real estate and gold. This is not just one internet guy, this is real life. Look at Dot, it's still pumping like crazy. What's going on? People who are new here might be calling it like, oh, why are you watching the minute chart? Because it's freaking funny. It's going crazy. All right, so I was talking with him about holding cryptocurrencies, and basically what it came down to is he is saying owning cryptocurrency is dangerous. And I told him, literally, this is like, it was a long conversation, but this is like a one-liner, which I felt really good for. I told him not holding cryptocurrency is dangerous. And I went home and I felt really, really good because I started to think about it. You know, if you're not holding cryptocurrency, isn't that way higher of a risk? And isn't selling your crypto way higher of a risk than just buying it and holding it? Because another conversation I had today, like an hour ago or so, is with one of my friends. He told me, or he asked me basically, when should I sell my Bitcoin and what's your cash out price? What's your cash out goal? And I told him I have none. I don't have a Bitcoin or crypto generally cash out plan. I have a get rich plan, basically. How would I say that? I have a cash out idea, but that is not a full crypto cash out. That is a partial cash out. Let me quickly show you guys the Dusty BC sheet. Do I have it open still? I have it somewhere. Let me quickly see if I can find it here. All right, so this is what it's looking like. Let me quickly see. Can I show it? There we go. You might be asking yourself, why does it sometimes not work? Sometimes it doesn't work. Do not know what to say about it, all right? Do not know what to say about it. Sometimes this little thing here, I just have to refresh it, but it doesn't matter. It's about the big picture. You just have to sometimes refresh and it will work again. Thing is about this little section here, though, is I personally, for myself, I've taken this and I put it over. And I've put in all these cash out prices for myself, for example, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for XRP, for every crypto, basically. I don't know where it's at. Here. So I made I made this for myself once more. Again, if it doesn't work, you have to either copy it or refresh. It will work then. It happens every so often. It's just Google Docs being strange, whatever. And I've just put in every single cash out price for myself, and I've noted every single purchase I do. And the reason I do that is not because I really want to cash out. It's not because I, anything along those lines. It's just so I know exactly where I'm at. So I know that if I'm holding crypto and, for example, Ethereum goes from $1,000 to $1,100, I know where I'm at, basically. I know if I'm good or bad. And that really starts to change when you're buying crypto in the bulks. Because I don't buy crypto just once and leave it. So I don't know an average price easily. I have to calculate it myself. Because you know the price that it's at right now, but you don't know your purchase price. And that's also what I'm using this for. But you got a lot of cash. This is not, this is an example. This is not my real money. This is just this is just an example, bro. I just put this in here for the stream, just for fun. This is not my real money. Oh, that's funny though. What you guys think that? It's just here we also have Ethereum, we have Bitcoin. It's just for fun. No, okay, that's funny. And I also have a portfolio tracker. Let's see. I haven't opened this here in a little while. The one that by the way, this is again available for members to the channel. I'm not saying become a member. I literally don't care if you become or don't become one. You can literally just copy. I'm showing you guys everything. It's not like anything is secret here. I'm just showing you guys that you can just download this if you are a member. That's all. All right. But basically what this is for is I'm recommending you guys all to make one for yourself. If you, again, don't want to just download it, I guess. No, I should say it differently here. Just make one yourself. Or if you don't want to, really, you can download it, but then you have to become a channel member, which is $5 for the starting fee. Once more, you don't have to. Please don't do it if you don't want to. I really don't care. I'm just saying, guys, that you should make one of these things. Why? Well, you should note how much money you have everywhere. The problem with me is, and it sounds like a freaking privilege, I know, and this is, again, not my money. This is not how much I have, even though it's lagged out right now. Why I do not know, but it is. I'm going to try refresh here. Maybe it works then. Let's see. It's a little bit scary. Okay, no, it still doesn't work. Well, normally it does. Is the thing, though, with Google Sheets. Sometimes it's just dumb, whatever. But what I do here is I put in all my money and I use USDC basically as my dollars that I have in dollars. This is just all for fun and games. Again, this is not my actual money. Let me quickly plug that before some guys are going to get, completely crazy. What I do is I put it all in because I know I'm going to lose out on my real holdings. And I don't care about the real price. So from that perspective, it doesn't really matter what the price is at right now. But I just record exactly how much I purchased, how much I have, and I put it in here. I'm going to try and make everything correspond. Or if you put in all your purchases here, it's going to calculate all these things up and put it into your portfolio. I think that might be a good thing as well that I could do. I could just make that really easily. But the reason I say is because it's so easy to get mixed up and not understand anymore what your position is at that, you should just quickly think about that. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Man. It's so difficult to just try to explain it when I know it's so clearly in my head, but I don't know the exact picture I'm trying to paint. I just know it's really important to know exactly where your finances are at, even though I don't care about the price here. I just care about the amount of coins since I really literally care about the amount of coins I have. Let me quickly show you guys here. I posted on Twitter a little bit earlier. Let's see. By the way, a huge pump on Polkadot. 6 freaking likes. We went up like crazy from this point. Nobody likes that. Okay, whatever. Let me see where I said it. I think I said it yesterday over on Twitter. I think the amount of coins or crypto coins you have is more important than the dollar value of them right now. As I sometimes say in my videos, I set goals in amount of coins, not in dollars. This is really the truth still. So even though you could do this in different apps, there's most likely quite a lot of places you could do this for. I use my own sheets because I think that works a little bit more efficient. Because then I have it in one place. Blockfolio or anything like that would also work fine. Mike just said, thanks for your, I just seen another donation. Thanks for your videos. What do you think of VET Is XRP, if XRP is for payments, is VET for logistics? 3 things. 1, VET China. So XRP US, VET China, regulations might be steeper. A lot of people are saying VET is a security on US soil eventually because it's Chinese crap. I'm not saying that it is so because I personally hold VET, as you can see here on my Twitter. I'm excited about VET. I hold it and I think it's going to be huge. There are quite a lot of people really against VET, mostly for that reason. In terms of price, it just depends on really what you think VET as a cryptocurrency really does. If you're talking about VeChain and the VeChain company basically behind it and what they're preparing for it, huge, all right, pretty damn big. If you're really looking at what VeChain, DOT is switching up, huh? We made a new high though, so I don't think it really matters. Things are looking good. If you're really talking though about what VET really does in that sense, it's negative. It's strange, really. But the general thought about it is negative. Even though if we're talking price for the shorter term, even I'm pretty damn bullish. I like VeChain a lot. Right now, it might be going down for any what reason. This price is actually really undefined. Actually, if you think about it, look at that. Go to the 1 daily for V8T. Okay, so this is, it just pumped like crazy. Like, look at that. Let's quickly zoom in here. VeChain got a pretty steep correction. Oh my days. Look at that. Let's quickly see. So it dumped by 61%. That is a lot bigger than I expected for VeChain. Again, it's a pretty huge coin. It's been in the space for a long while. You guys all know VeChain. Are you guys holding VeChain? You guys go know VeChain? Put it down below right now. Put it in the chat box. Are you guys holding VeChain at all? Luck of the Iris says, what's up, Dusty? First time making your live stream. This is the first time I've live streamed in like a month or so. It's a very long time. I'm not doing this very often. What site is he using? This is TradingView, guys. TradingView. All right, you do? You guys know VeChain? So personally, once more, very excited about the project. I cover the news quite often. I do think also it's another coin that's easy to enter, right? Because buying VeChain is pretty damn simple. It's like $0.02 per coin. So it looks a lot simpler to enter. Let me quickly show you guys what I'm trying to say. If you're going to go for a coin like Bitcoin, no, not even Bitcoin. I should go for a different one. Let's go for DOT. Can I press this? Whatever. Okay. If you want to go for 1,000 DOT, it's going to run you back $11,000. So that's oof. It's a lot of money, right? If you go for a coin like, for example, VeChain, which a lot of people think this way, trust me when I say a lot of people think this way, it's actually a lot of a less of an entry barrier. Because some people, as I said before, think an amount of coins in a different way. They were like, okay, I just want to get some huge amount of coins that looks better. If you go for 1,000 VeChain, it's only $25, for example. Some people think that way. It's a lot easier. It's just easier for people who are new to crypto because they might not know you can switch over. You can buy parts of a coin, basically. Let's go back to DOT here. DOT is my most amazing coin right now. Look at that. Okay, it's actually a little bit less amazing. We're back to the lower point. We're back to all-time high, or previous one. Was this actually all-time high, the 13th? Was this an all-time high already, or did we hit it once more? No, I'm going to say we definitely made an all-time high here. Right? I think Polkadot made an all-time high, right? Today, whilst we're watching here. Huge pump. Huge pump. And we actually literally, that couple of minutes ago here, set the newest all-time high, right? The highest of the high, the creme de la creme. Looking amazing. Dusty, do you think Bitcoin is going to tank Friday? So why would it tank Friday? And why would I know? So if you're asking me, what are you thinking? I'm thinking, guys, this is a game. I keep going back to this $4,000 price. If you're really asking me what I'm thinking, I think this is a game. And any of these guys, analysts who are saying, yeah, we know Bitcoin is going to do this or that, I think they're pretty honestly just shitting you. So they're thinking what's going to happen, like we can all do. But the bigger thought about it is we're going to hit all-time high again here for Bitcoin, or we're going to correct to either something like 27.5 thousand for Bitcoin, which this is not the perfect chart for. I don't have it in here, but that's basically what a lot of people have been saying. On the contrary, like always, it could be either. It could be in the middle. It could be anything. And trust me when I say a lot of these guys here, they really, really want you just to give you a fake sense of security. They want to give you a fake sense of, okay, you're saying I didn't finish what I was saying about VeChain. I'm going to get back to it. Trust me, Nathan, I'm going to get back to it. I should really stop getting distracted. But it's whenever a donation comes in, I just think like, hey, maybe I should quickly give him some priority, even though somebody asked about VeChain first. So yeah, my bad. I'll remember. With Bitcoin, it could really be in the middle. It could go up. It could go down. Why? Because nobody in the world can tell you what's going to happen here exactly. Do I think it's going to tank by Friday? Not necessarily. Friday is already in, I guess, 22 hours for me. It's going to be Friday. But it could be that this pump is just going to continue. That 30,300 here was a good bottom for Bitcoin that will build a top from this again, which is literally make higher lows. Like, let me quickly draw this one. For example, right here is one low right now. This is going to be our second low, basically. This is going to be our third low, possibly here, where we're going a little bit more like this, for example. And we'll just make another low right here, basically at the little zone, which we were talking about a little bit earlier. Then move on and most likely go all the way up to about 45,000 or so, right? Could happen, which means that, all right, Friday, which is going to be the 15th, theoretically speaking, we could have a little bit of a dip happening because this could be the dip where we started, for example, here, we go down. On the different side, logically speaking, it could also be that we'll just continue on. We'll actually only dip right here. Why? Well, you don't really know. It could be any of these days. It could happen. On the contrary, again, I'm saying contrary too much. It's because I'm nervous because there's freaking 500 people watching. I've never had that before. So it's a little bit scary. It's a little bit enticing. I'm trying to stay cool here, but actually my mind here is going all over the place. Just looking at this, I'm like, how do I keep 500 people happy? No, I'm just kidding. I don't care if you're happy. You can always leave. Whatever. I'm talking about what I like. That's the fun part about crypto. I can talk about whatever I like, and that's you guys are also here because you like crypto too, I hope. Dot here, we're all in it together. VeChain, Bitcoin, XRP, we're all in it together. All right, you guys are watching. Calm down, you're saying. All right. So there's basically two main scenarios. 27.5K for Bitcoin, I'm going to say. That's, again, if we breach 30,000, of course, which is not really likely to happen anymore since we already got a pretty good little bounce right here. A lot of enthusiasm, and we actually built a good little base at about 32,000 for Bitcoin. It's looking pretty good, not going to lie. On a different side note, if we don't take out the top here, we're still in a negative range. We're basically still going down, and it could basically be where if you go to a higher time frame, for example, I guess a 3-hour here would work, where this is the high, this is a lower high, and we make another lower high, right? For example, it's going to look like this then. That's, again, what can happen, exactly the opposite of what happened here. Logically, again, switching from an uptrend to a downtrend. This could be two things. This could be either one, the start of alt season, since this would also mean if alts stay either positive or neutral, since Bitcoin is generally going down, the correlation, or no, I should say the XRP to BTC, for example, but then with other coins, for example, Ethereum or whatever, to BTC are going to be looking positive. So they're going to be looking good, right? I'm just seeing some. I need to. I need a couple of moderators. Who's trying to get themselves to become one? Who wants to become one? Is the Japan guy still here? Is the guy who's running still here? I want him. If he's chasing, if he's chasing those girls, I might as well have him chasing these comments, So Yeah, it's basically it's so obvious to a certain degree. It's also so stupid, right? Because what can I help you with in this sense here? Nothing. I cannot show you anything that you did not know already. This is all too obvious of a game. But that's again the point I'm trying to make here. Oh, I need to stop doing it this way, like this. How do I freaking get rid of whatever? I've made some dots here. Whatever. It's basically the game of bigger guys though. It also depends on, okay, Brian, I'll give you, all right, bro, why did you don't, you could just go to the comment section. I'm adding you as a moderator, bro. I trust you. You're from Japan, and you sound like a trustworthy dude. I hope I didn't accidentally ban you. I'm not too good with this type of stuff. Let me show, are you a moderator now? I think so. I hope so. I trust you, man. You're paying in Japanese yen. You must be trustworthy. All right, so, yeah, that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. I need to go back to VeChain, right? Because you guys were talking about that. Honestly, thinking about VeChain here, I'm saying things look good. But that's longer term. Shorter term, I really don't know. Because, well, you could actually say for VeChain, it looks a little bit more dire than it does for any other coin. For that matter, DOT is really looking like it's just going to make... Oh, I didn't have the pencil anymore. Higher highs. This is a 5-minute chart. This makes no sense, right? But it's just making higher highs for whatever perspective you're watching it from. But that's because it's already trading at an all-time high. It is trading already extremely high right now. Things are just looking extremely good. There's nothing negative that I can say about DOT as of this point. Every single analysis that you can make is just extremely, extremely bullish. With VeChain, from a daily perspective, it's actually looking like the trend reversed and switched over, literally looking like this right now. Depending on what's happening in this candle. If this is going to be a huge green candle, if we break the trend basically, we'll switch our minds. If it doesn't happen, I'm still a little bit bearish on VeChain in the short term. So that's, again, if you were asking me, what do you think about VeChain? That's honestly, luck of the Irish. Were you the other man from just now? I think so, right? Yeah, you asked me about Bitcoin crash. That was also a nice question. I also mod you. I trust you as well. There we go. All right, so I'm seeing, I don't know, Sunjeep, what are you saying, dude? What do you go, you guys read that too? I'm not going to read that out loud, I guess. Okay. DOT, still pumping up, still going amazing. Look at that. Dusty, it's me, Brian from Discord. My name... Man, it's you? Why didn't you say so from the start, bro? Okay, so fun fact, Brian, who's in the YouTube chat right now, he says, Dusty, it's me from Discord. My name is different on YouTube for obvious reasons. I'm one of the Dusty OGs. I've known him for years in the crypto space, basically. So I started the YouTube channel here in, I think it was maybe mid-2017. At least I didn't start the channel then, but I started to talk about crypto then. And I was talking about so many different projects at that point. And there were quite a lot of people who were also investing with me there. But Brian was one of the guys who was there really, really early. Really from the start. That is crazy. I didn't know you watched my videos, bro. That's amazing. Or actually the live stream then. That's cool, bro. It's really crazy. Oh, I'm happy to see you, man. Oh, really nice. All right, see, let's see what you guys are saying. Even if they lose... Okay, so you guys are all having different conversations. Okay, put down below right now, what's your favorite coin? Favorite coin right now. Again, I'm not talking about your, I don't know, your whole month, your whole year. I'm talking about your favorite coin for these last, like, couple of minutes, couple of hours, like right now. My favorite's by far DOT, logically, of course. XRP, if you're saying XRP right now, I think you're lying. Because XRP is not performing the best. XRP is not the best performer right now. If you're saying XRP is your favorite, you like dumping coins? You like that? You guys liking this? I'm not going to say too much. If you really like this, I can see a couple of reasons why this would be Elias. First of all, we're getting rejected time upon time again. People might say, oh, Dusty, you're so stupid. This makes no sense. This Fibonacci is wrong. Well, I'm not trying to say much, but we're getting rejected from this point again. You tell me this is not an important level. I didn't draw this today, guys. This is drawn in for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. This has been in here for a little while. But obviously, it's an important point because we keep getting rejected from there. It happened once more. Just pointing it out. We might see this actually as a positive thing. Rejection is not necessarily positive, and the little trend that it has made for like the last couple of hours, even though this is a 50-minute chart, we wouldn't trade this, is also not positive. I would be happy because we can still buy XP cheaper, and it might confirm one of our earlier theories. Which one? We do not yet know, but we might come. We might notice that a little bit later. Fizzenda says here, Fable Croquetcha. If you don't know what, I think, is Fable international or is Fable like a Dutch thing? I have no idea. I think it's Dutch, right? Because you have Croquetchas, Ficandela and shit. You kind of sound like Obama. Damn. That would be crazy. How do you guys know my alias? How do you guys know? I go by the name Obama sometimes. Let me be clear. No, I don't know how to do that. Vet needs to skyrocket. I got 24,000. So, honestly, 24,000 VeChain. Bro, if you donate to me one more time, I'm going to be angry with you, bro. Because if you do that and you have, this is all you have in crypto, that I'm not going to like that, bro. So better take your money and put it in another freaking crypto, bro. Again, I'll be fine. So please don't send your money to me. Put it in freaking crypto if you can, bro. Don't do it like that. Don't do me like that, bro. You can't say you got $600 in crypto and you send me $5. Don't do it. Please don't do me like that. I can't accept that, bro. If I could refund you, I would do it right now. I might have to, I might plug you. You shouldn't do that type of stuff, bro. Oh, you're saying you have a bunch of crypto? Okay, you good? You good? Okay. I don't like that type of stuff. Man, don't tell me that stuff. That's too sad, bro. I'm not trying to say $600 in crypto is sad. It's a lot of money. But you shouldn't be sending me money then if you have 600 in crypto. You guys get what I'm trying to say. Is DOT going higher? Personally thinking since we broke an all-time high, things are looking quite amazing. But, that's, again, what it's looking at right now. The hourly is looking positive. Everything's looking positive. Should you buy DOT right now? I do not know. I'm not going to say no because it's a little bit scary to buy at the all-time high, right? On a different end, it depends on what Bitcoin is going to do. I keep having this freaking pencil. I mess myself up. If Bitcoin continues to stay positive in this sense right now, let's quickly see. If Bitcoin stays positive, DOT will stay positive. It's pumping right now for a multitude of reasons. I wanted to do a video about it, but I guess I should do it right now. Let me type in DOT. I have it open here on the side, like right here. I cannot, but I also have some stuff which I might not be able to show you guys, so I'm not gonna scroll to the side. And since I'm live streaming here, and I don't know how to pause a live stream since it's live, I can't show you guys whatever I had on DOT. It's too bad. Oh, I'm also recording. I've been recording for 1.5 hours. Let me see. Stop recording. Hopefully, this doesn't stop the stream. If it does, I'm just happy to know you. Okay, stopping the recording. That makes so much sense. I told you guys at the start of the stream, we were having some buffering issues, right? But it's because I'm freaking recording for, 40 freaking gigabytes. Aha, that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense now. I was like, why is my computer heating up like crazy as well? This makes the most amount of sense that anything has ever made sense in my life. All right. By the way, the €2 you gave me, I think I get maybe like 70% or so minus tax. So basically, if you think about it, I don't know, you've given me, let's say 2 times 0.7. You gave me €1.40 times 0.5 since half tax. You basically give me 70 cents. So if you think I can buy a croquette from that, you're definitely lying to yourself, bro. So let's definitely not kid ourselves here. You didn't want to give me a croquette. You just, whatever. I appreciate the donation. Don't get me wrong. But you definitely did not buy me a croquette. I don't know how much a croquette. Do you guys even know what a croquette is? Because if you're from the Americans, if you're from the America, you probably don't know. I need to look it up here. Croquette. I need to show you guys what a croquette is. Okay, my computer is lagging like crazy. Me stopping the freaking recording might have caused a chain effect here where the computer's just almost shut. You see how bad the mouse is lagging? If we go down, you know why. Because I stopped the recording and it's going to mess me up. This is I need to find a better picture. Give me a second. Yes, I got the perfect one. I think this is going to be a good one. This is basically what a croquette is. This is something to be proud of, I guess. If you don't know what this is, to a certain degree, you're not missing out because it's shit. Because it's not healthy for you at all. On a different end, well, unfortunate for you. Unfortunate for you. And actually, you guys are saying, croquette the mirror. So yeah, this it's interesting. This is Fricandel, by the way. Again, all the Dutchies will know. Also, Brian, I'm just saying, man, DOT is a nice pick. It's one of my favorite coins right now, by far, as you guys can see here. Again, I'm holding it personally. Not even joking about this type of stuff. You're seeing it right in front of your freaking screen. Is this my only DOT? No. Is this the DOT that we personally bought together, you and I, and as the live stream and me? Yes. So that, okay, I've been logged out from the BitYard, so I cannot see it anymore. I'd have to log in again. I'm too lazy to do that. I might have to switch over from the croquette here because I see a lot of people just switched the live stream off when I showed the croquette. I think like 20 people just instantly left when I showed one little picture of it. I'm sorry for doing that. I'm sorry, not sorry. I wanted to show it, so I'm doing it. Julio Mejia, or Julio Mejia, whatever, says, I'm sorry if I don't know your name, bro. You didn't explain how to pronounce it. You said, what do you think about Synthetics Network Token? So, one of my friends today, I had a meeting today. He said, buy SNX. Let me quickly see here. Because I said, what is it about? He said, he wasn't too, was it SXN or SNX? Synthetic Network Token, SNT. Sorry, SNT, whatever. He told me to buy that coin. So I looked it up, but I didn't look it up, if you guys get me. Like, I typed it in to look it up for tonight, maybe. But I started live streaming, so things went south. Synthetic coin? Let me see. Is it Synthetics? Yeah, Synthetics Network Token. Let me see what it is about. News. Yeah. So I don't know too much about it. It's just basically he made a lot of money on it, and he was making money right as we spoke. So he was saying, hey, man, check it out. Check it out. Synthetics, compound, and maker soar as Bitcoin stabilizes. Let me see. I'm not too good on it, though. Loma says here, not much PA to work with here, but looking to play the price discovery retest of prior all-time highs. All right, let's quickly check the price then, I guess. That might be an interesting one. Let's go for, is it on here? Synthetics. I don't know how to spell. Synthetics Network. This one. All right. I'm assuming that this is the one. All right. What I think about it, well, honestly, I can't give you a good explanation of what I think about it because I have no idea what it does. So if you want an honest opinion, you have to wait a day before I can tell you officially what I think about the project. I could tell you tomorrow, though, if you want. Or just join Discord and ask again tomorrow. I will look it up for you, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about this. Because at this point, I have no idea what the project does, so the only thing I could do is read here about what SNX does, but I don't think many people are excited about SNX. So, not too sure about that, bro. Not too sure about that. It could be a good thing. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. Thoughts on ZCN Soltificate? Bro, is that just one coin, or are you talking about your whole freaking bag of coins? What's that supposed to mean? Smash that like button, you said. You can just type it, man. You don't have to donate shit. Just type it in the chat. You're a mod. I'll see your stuff. SNX is for derivative trading. Is it basically just a normal DeFi? IOST, I held IOST. I've sold all IOST that I own. I personally do not hold any IOST anymore. Maybe like $5 worth. Let's call it like that. Link, personally pretty excited about. Oracle, of course. Everybody likes that. On a different end, there's so many negatives against Link. And of course, even the maxis and the bigger company who was saying that the whole Link situation was a big scam, it got to me at least a little bit. You know, it got to me at least a little bit in the sense that it might eventually be sued. With that in back of my head, I was like, man, let me be a little bit more careful with this. Okay, so like I said, what do you think of those coins? People have been talking about those. Okay, let me quickly see. You said ZNC, I do not know that one. Sol, I do not know that one. TVK, I've heard, I'm not hold. Dash, I hold, but that's because I've held it for years, and so, you know, I'm going to keep it, but I'm not really too happy with that. Dash is a pretty nice little reward here on Binance, too, if you stake it, I believe. I used to be really excited about Dash masternodes, and look at where the freaking... Type Dash masternode in for yourself. And if you see the price right now, and consider, again, that I was even considering that back in the day, you'll see how much Dash has grown since I actually bought it. Because back then it used to be really cheap. Right now, a masternode for Dash is definitely impossible. Loop, again, also happy with that one. I'm going to check it out, though. I'm not going to pin that, but I guess I'll write it down for myself, I guess, so I can look up your coins and give you a good opinion. Let me type it in the chat here for myself. I'll look it up a little bit later. Did we get another donation or did I? Wait, what's that? Big A Productions put something up and he retracted the message. I have no idea what you're saying then, bro. I'm sorry. I cannot read that out then. Yeah. So honestly, making a little list, very small. Oh, he said yo. Okay, he's just plugging himself. Okay, that's not good. But basically, if I were to give you a top 5 list of my cryptos right now, I would say most excited about for the real short term, right? Like really short term. We're talking today and, really. I'm talking DOT is number 1 by far. By far. Ethereum is number 2 by far. 1inch is definitely in that list for right now. And that's basically the coins I've been talking about here, which is why I'm, so happy with them. VET is not in my top list for right now because it really looks like we might be going down a little bit further depending on what the price is going to do, but I'm not too excited about that one. Ethereum, I'm crazy bullish on. However, again, we've retested this. You might say this is important. You might say it's not. I think it is. It has confirmation on the 4-hour, even daily. So this might be a retest of the, again, 11.5. Basically, it's 11.5, which is a nice number. Might go down from here. Guilherme says, this guy doesn't stop speaking about bad coins or shit coins, basically. You might call them shit coins. I call them freaking money, man. That's funny. You guys, shit coins, man. That's the fun part. There's always going to be people who are saying, yeah, what you're talking about here is a shit coin. This is all bad. This is all, you shouldn't go for this. Man, if you would look at how much money a shit coin can make you, I think you would laugh differently. Probably this guy is just you're sad in his basement. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's a Bitcoin maxi to the fullest. Could also be. But I don't know. What is a good coin in your opinion then? Because I personally think DOT is a perfect coin. I personally think Ethereum is a wonderful coin. Oh, it's a joke. Okay, I don't know, man. Whatever. Currency 356 says just stopping through. Happy trading. Hey, man, thank you a lot. Thank you, and nice that you're stopping by. Again, you don't have to do that, though. I'm just going to quickly plug that and say once more. You guys don't have to send anything. Please do not if you do not want to. But once more, it is appreciated that you have done that. But I'm just quickly saying, you can always just say hi. I try to read every single thing. Of course, I cannot do everyone, but I try. I'm just happy that you guys stopped by. It's the first time I ever got 500 viewers, so I'm just really happy that there's such a huge community here, all in the same little boat. That's enough for me. I'm just really happy to see this all happening here. Really, personally, really excited about it. All right, but just okay, let me quickly try it again because I've already asked this twice, but since we've been talking for a little while, things might have changed a little bit. What is your guys' favorite coin? No, I guess I've already asked it a couple of times, huh? Maybe that would be a little bit stupid. Yeah, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop asking about. Okay, let's ask a different question. What coin made you the most amount of money? Let's ask it that way. What coin made you the most amount of money? Because personally, I'm going to say, it's a fun one, right? Is AVE. I know, that's really crazy, but it's AVE, for sure. That made me the most amount of money ever. That's pretty fun. I'm going to show you guys AVE. So, I don't know what AVE switched from anymore, because I had a period where I did not check Binance. And that is, I guess, the period from, whatever, maybe like 2018, the start till, I guess, I don't know, like somewhere around, just before XRP started to take off. AVE was at about 65 cents or so, like dollars, right around here or so. I guess it was when I opened my exchange account again. What I did was I had the coin which AVE was for. Wait, let's see. History of AVE. I need to find out what AVE came from. Okay, this one I'm looking up here. This is History of African American Vernacular English. That's exactly not what I'm looking for. Crypto. What did AVE switch from? What did it come from again? Ethereum Lend. Ethereum Lend is what it came for. I, once more, have made the highest percentage in money on AVE ever. So basically, in terms of ROI, AVE was my best trade, I believe. Because I thought I had no money in my Binance account. And when I looked again, it was just, nice, basically. And that is again because AVE basically switched over from Lend, or Ethereum Lend, I guess, to this. It was amazing. It was very nice. I sold, which is the sad part, I sold AVE at about $65 for XRP at about 20 cents or so, 25 cents maybe. I sold XRP then again at about 65 cents, and I didn't actually get back into AVE. I actually got back into Bitcoin. But it would have most likely been better to go for AVE since it's still going up like crazy. The only problem with AVE is I'm a little bit too afraid that it's going to turn around. Because even though I trust the project, it's already gone up so much, right? You guys see what I'm trying to say here? It's gone up so much. It's going so amazing that I'm a little bit afraid that its time is due a little bit. However, the backing, you could say, is really proper. This is a 1 hour chart, not to take this too seriously, but the backing is quite proper if you're taking it from, I guess the start of this year up to now. It's looking pretty juicy. We got one little fall back down, which is basically just a retest again, I think, even though it's all just so skeptical since it's this point that we're talking about here. But that's, again, a point that's only been holding since 4th of December, but that's because there's not really any prior history to this as well. But I'm pretty happy with that one as well. If VET hits Coinbase, it will hit $1 and then drop right back down in a couple of hours like GRT did. Coinbase, a couple of months ago, put up a statement saying, hey, we're looking at listing VeChain on our platform. So VeChain is very good as of that statement. However, it never got on there, which does make me think either Coinbase has examined them and was like, you know what, we don't want it in the end, or they're just waiting for it and they're doing some other coins first, where it means that they'll do them eventually, right? I do not know. I cannot tell for certain. It could be either. It could be anything. Who knows? It's a crazy time. You guys know it. What about Tether FUD? Tether FUD is good for altcoins, I would say, because a lot of people are trying to get out of Tether, so they're buying crypto with it. Is Tether bearish longer-term crypto? Yeah, because it takes away one of the easiest places. No, it takes... Let me quickly say it differently. It takes away one of the easiest ways to get your crypto to fiat, especially for me, for example. I don't really cash out to euros that often. Right? I just go for USD, or USDT, I guess, and switch it back up. If we were to go for euros all the time, it would just have to be, it's a little bit more difficult. I'm just putting it up like that because I'd have to switch my alt to USDT and then switch that USDT to euro and then do that every time. It's just annoying, right? So USDT is just a simple one since you can't do US dollars, for example, directly over on Binance as an example. From that perspective, if USDT were to be gone, then either euro would have to get so many new connections, or I don't know, just something along those lines. It would just not be nice. On a different end, though, it's also negative because, of course, I don't know what's going to happen to other people that own Tether like me, or USDC, for example, just all those stablecoins, basically. But if something happens to it and the price drops, which you would think shouldn't be possible because it's a stablecoin, if it does still, though, well, yeah, that hurts us. So I don't know, because of how the coin is built, it should not be really able to drop. On a different end, yeah, it should also be, because if people sell it off like crazy, we have some coins out there in the live coin watch, for example, or CoinMarketCap that actually are stable, yet they're not that stable. Like, for example, Tether here has fallen by just a little bit because people are buying crypto like crazy. Theoretically speaking, we could see that happen even a little bit more heavily, basically, right? At what point will people sell XRP? What price point? All right, let's ask another question. I like this. This is really fun because I can just ask questions over and over again now, and you guys are just answering. What would you sell your crypto at? At what portfolio amount? Please don't put down below how much you have right now, but at what point would you really completely cash out of crypto if it were to be in your account right now? Like, for example, if your portfolio was showing $20 million right now, would you cash out and never look back at crypto? Or would you never sell crypto, for example, or what? For example, with XRP as well, some people ask me, when would you cash out? I'm always saying never, but that's because I would never sell all my coins. I would never do that. I'm really never going to let go of all my money in Bitcoin either, because I just want to be part of the system kind of forever, basically. On the contrary, right, if my account just said $1 billion, for example, right, or even $50 million, again, I'm just thinking about how much money I have in crypto right now. If it said $50 million, yeah, you're not seeing me again in crypto, man. I'm gone. It's not that I won't make videos anymore. I probably still talk about it, but I'd most likely just pay somebody to own some for me. Because if I cannot hold any crypto anymore, I wouldn't even mind. For $50 million. I'm just quickly saying that, all right? Just quickly plugging. There is, of course, there's, of course, another side to things. Because as it stands right now, since, I checked my bank account, let me quickly check it right now. Yeah. Okay, so checking my bank account here, I do not have $50 million. So as of this point, I'm still holding cryptocurrency, if you were wondering. But But if it were to be that much, I'd definitely cash out and be very happy. So yeah, maybe if Polkadot just goes to $1,000, we're there. I don't even know how much dot did I have. 12 or so. Like I had like 120 dot. So I'd have to go a little bit higher than that. But maybe, dot is my favorite coin as of this point. It has the hugest amount of gains here in the short term. Things are looking amazing for dot. Let's see the 5-minute though. Yeah, we're still trading higher. We're still making higher highs. Things are still looking amazing for dot. And it's already 1:30 UTC. We've gone on for a little while here. Almost 2 hours. You guys, how long have you been watching the stream for now right now? You guys been here for more than 20 minutes? Let me know. No, so, Acid Probe says, sorry, nowhere here to send you 50. You can't send me 50 mil, bro? No, you can't? That's too bad, man. Dot for 100 times. I really sincerely hope Dot can do 100 times. You know why I'm thinking that it could theoretically, though? Not because it's already so high up in the market cap. That would actually be a very negative thing. It's even looking like it might beat XRP here if it goes on for a little while. Most of these crypto here, though, I see 100% potential for. And logically speaking, I would definitely have to cash out Dot right now at a 40% profit and just be happy with it. But since I don't really care for the $400 basically, and I'm here for the longer term anyway, I just want to have it and be fine. Right? I could actually better if I wanted to be even more secure about it. I should just take my money right now that it is in Dot, like the whatever $1,000 or so, $1,300, and not think about it as $1,300. Just think about it as 112 coins and stash it somewhere and just keep it like that. Just keep it like that. Yeah, that would be the best thing. And by the way, crypto taxes once more. Check out the Business Realm. I keep plugging it because you guys should freaking check it out. If you're not doing that already, you're missing out. I'm just quickly saying that. You're missing out. All right. You're missing out. It's the Business Realm on YouTube. The Business Realm. I cannot type properly, but you guys most likely can. So if you're following the Business Realm, you're good. If you're not following it already, you're missing out. This little channel right here, I made one video, which is here's how I pay almost 0% tax for crypto. This video might not help you out at all, but it might. That's the simplest way I can put it. It might help you because I've explained as well how I personally can, I guess, get away with paying 0% tax on my crypto trades. And that's because I'm from the Netherlands here, or at least I live here. So again, you have that. But another thing I could actually bring up here is, again, a Dubai scheme, which a lot of my people are doing. Crypto is doing that. Quite a lot of others here on YouTube that you most likely don't know about are also in Dubai right now because they pay 0% tax. And one fun thing is some of these exchanges that these guys have partnered up with, I personally haven't done that, but I should. There's some partnerships here with exchanges where you can, for example, earn yourself, let's say $500 a week. No, let's put it at more. I guess some guys have a huge amount of views. Let's say you have 100,000 views a day, some of these guys. Let's say they rake in via, some exchange partnerships or something that they have. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, right? I don't have a clue, but I'm just guessing. Let's say they bring in $10,000 a week, which is $520,000 a month. There must be people who are doing that, Again, if you're looking at my balance sheet here, it's not looking it's not looking green, but some people must be doing that. It's very profitable for those guys to live in a country like UAE and a city like Dubai because you have basically zero, let's call it almost 0% tax on all the income. You have almost no tax on the crypto. Your taxes are good, right? So a lot of people go over to those places because, hey, if you get 500 million out of crypto and you have to pay your capital gains tax in the USA, I wouldn't want to be you. That's all I'm going to say here. I would not want to be you. That's the easiest thing I can put it at. I would not want to be in the Netherlands here. If you really are a systematic trader, they might actually want to tax you as income, which would be a positive thing though in a certain degree because you can also right now, even if you have $1 million in crypto, it might be that you're not even able to buy a house, right? Because if you want to cash it out, okay, you have euros, okay, you can buy it possibly, but you're not going to get yourself a mortgage because you have zero income, right? That's pretty funny. Some people don't realize. If you in the Netherlands here only have crypto, you have $0 income basically still. So you're still going to have to find a way to actually buy or rent a house because it's not going to be that simple. And yeah, if some of your money is actually kind of done as income, that might actually make your whole life a little bit better because you can also now maybe get access to other things because you have a real income. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Those Dubai schemes, though, for example, there's a couple of guys I know that actually facilitate that for people. I'm not going to plug. I'm not saying those guys are good. I'm not saying those are scams because I don't really know. I just know they for a huge fee arrange that type of stuff for people. And also, this is not tax evasion. This is just legal schemes because I'm not really supporting anybody to do anything against the law. In that video, I talked about things that follow the law, which are, for example, giving up your citizenship, which I know a lot of people won't do. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying things like that are legal and you could go for if you wanted to get less crypto tax. Because nobody likes crypto tax. Nobody does. Even I don't. And that's why I was looking for ways to go around it. And again, in this video, I think I brought a couple cool points up as to how you can go around it, but it's still negative. You know, it's still, none of this is really fun. This is again how it looks like in the Netherlands here, partially. It's not completely, but this is basically, if you have between, it changed this year, between 0 and 50K, or let's say 0 and 30K, you have to pay 0% tax. If you have between this amount of money, you have to pay this amount of tax a year on your money. If you have between this here, you have to pay this amount of tax on your money. And if you have above €1 million, you have to pay this amount of tax on your money. This is just on money that you have. You know, so if you go, for example, from 10,000 euros to 40,000 euros, it goes by the value that your money is the 1st of January. If it is 40,000 euros the 1st of January, you have to pay, I guess then, 0.58% on the value between 30,000, 360, and 40,000. You guys get that? That's, again, the tax you have to pay here as an example. But in the end, the only negative part about it is that if you hold crypto here, and it goes from $0, let's say $1 to $1 million on January 1st, you have to pay tax. So a 1.7% tax on that no, it's 1.3, but let's just say 1% tax, which is $10,000 on your $1 million. But if it goes back to $1.50 the next day, so it went from one, you have $1 million. Sorry guys, it goes from $1 to $1 million to $1.50, for example, $1.50, whatever. It just goes up by $1 million exactly on that day, a huge pump. You have to pay yourself a huge amount of tax, basically. I know most people wouldn't pay it that way then, because if it's only up there for a couple of hours, you know, you can just be logical about it and say, hey, you know, this is just a pump. I didn't actually have that money, nothing, but basically you have to pay. And the also negative part is that you have to pay regardless of what you're doing with your money. So even if you're not gaining anything, they basically calculate this in the sense that you are making money. They calculate it that way, so you have to pay whatever happens. Also, once more, let me quickly remind you guys, I am happy to be a crypto holder. I always keep saying that. I am happy because whenever I look back at what the crypto space was at a couple of years ago, I just laugh. I just think about it properly and laugh about the fact that we have gone up so ridiculously much. You might say, oh, but XRP is still the same price. Think from it from a different way, though. Think about what if you were talking about 2017, which is only 3, at maximum 4 years, of course, ago. If you look at it from that perspective, XRP is still up a ridiculous amount of money. And I'm not going to say, hold XRP. I'm not going to say you should do anything. You can do whatever you want. I personally see it in a very positive sense. I'm just saying, hey, it just depends on your perspective and time frame. I'm personally not going to sell XRP, whatever you guys say. Whatever you guys are saying, I'm personally not going to go about selling it because I think, hey, it might be the future. But if you think it's the best thing to do for you, go right on ahead. Also, we also saw quite a lot of people move over to Telegram and Signal and just platforms like this because they're quite afraid of the US basically cracking down all these bigger companies or basically Twitter or Instagram, Spotify, all those having control, right? I don't want to say his name out there, but the guy, you all know who I'm talking about here, got banned from all those platforms, right? It really sparked a lot of, of a thing in people where it's like, okay, he can just get banned like that from all these platforms? He really can? Okay. So it's not really as free as we thought it was then, right? Because you can't say a lot of things which should be in your power to do. And I'm also thinking that might actually be a very bullish thing for crypto here, that a lot of people are switching over. A lot of people are switching over from what is basically trusted and normal to something abnormal. I'm not going to say an anomaly. I'm not going to say anything, something really out of the ordinary, but it is kind of. They're just switching over from what they're used to, what the most people are doing. And that might also spark another excitement wave for cryptocurrencies, basically, if you start to think about it in that way. Can we? Okay, I'm not going to press this then. Is Bitcoin a good investment? I think a lot of people might be having that same question, like, is it a good investment? Is it good to go for crypto still? Should I go for it? Man, honestly, I cannot tell you if it's a good investment because, well, who am I to say something like that? What I can tell you almost for certain, though, is there is not really as much risk as some people like to put it. It is definitely possible that it could be a big bubble. It's definitely possible. I'm not going to deny that. But is there a higher likelihood that the dollar is going to fail rather than Bitcoin? Possibly. It's really debatable. It's up for debate. It could literally be that dollars are scarier than Bitcoin. I'm just quickly saying that because that's, again, my personal thoughts about the situation. All right, put in the comment section, what's the first coin you ever bought? I see Brian, oh wait, who was it now? Brian said, I first invested in Bitcoin in 2016. Also in 2017, I'm in super profit. My portfolio is performing great right now. And that's also one fun thing, right? Whenever I speak to people in the crypto space, it's actually a fun contrast between I either bought it all-time high, that's what these guys are saying, or they bought like right now. I almost never speak to people who were owning it before the huge all-time high. It's really interesting. Dust, do you think DOT could ever hit $1,000? You know, are really ever? I mean, do I think Bitcoin can ever hit 500,000? Do I think Bitcoin can ever hit 1 million? Yes. Do I think DOT could ever hit 1 million? Well, yes. But do I think it will happen anytime soon? No, I don't really think so, honestly. All right. But again, that's just my opinion. You shouldn't take this too harshly. I do not know. All right? I'm just saying I personally don't think so. I don't see anybody ask the question, but I'm assuming some people might be wondering for me as well. Do I think XRP, the SEC messed up XRP? Let me see. So XRP, if you're honestly asking me, I do not think so. I think the SEC lawsuit here was something which was meant to be and eventually had to happen. So the only bad side is that this right now has really taken XRP away from being at $1.50, for example, right now. $1.80 is what I maybe should think it could be at. But I do not really think it was the SEC's fault. No, wait, let me put it differently. It is definitely the SEC's fault. It's not really that the SEC messed them up, because if we think about the end result of things, if, for example, the SEC right now, which was inevitable, kind of investigated them or sued them now, this might actually clear so much up that the price could just keep on gaining. Because what was the biggest point for people back in the day? You know, talking about why XRP was good or bad. Mostly people used to say XRP is bad because either Ripple owns so much or because XRP is a security, XRP is a scam, XRP is just a banker's coin. Well, the banker's coin argument, I just just pressed off my microphone. I just slammed my my noise filter into the button. Are you guys still hearing me now? I'm hoping the live stream didn't reset my audio then. Can you guys still hear me or no? I hope you guys can. Noise? Yes? Okay, I see a couple of people say yes. We're good. So, what was I saying now? I lost my train of thought. Damn. I lost it. What was this? Why does this happen? This is like the third time in like 1 month that this has happened, where I just doink and just freaking off my microphone. I also had a different time where the microphone fell on the floor. I don't know if you guys actually, if that made it into a real video. I was talking about the XRP lawsuit. Oh yeah, so the XRP lawsuit had to happen eventually. People used to call it a banker coin. People used to call it that Ripple owns too much. People used to call it that Ripple sells too much, basically. And as you can already hear, one of these points, which is the banker argument, really cannot be made anymore, because banks using it as one of the most profitable things out there is really nice, right? You might say, okay, but Bitcoin is made against basically the banking system. Arguably, yes. You could literally say it's made for that, but the regulators would not want a coin that is made against the traditional system, right? They would most likely want some coin to integrate with it, and XRP doesn't have a goal of really going against the grain, basically. So from that perspective, I think it has a higher potential, and it's actually a positive thing, even though it might be a little bit less crypto traditionally than Bitcoin. From a different perspective, the argument of XRP is a scam because Ripple owns so much or because Ripple is selling, those two things people used to talk about, which is basically the three baddest points of XRP. Those two would always be lingering. People will always keep saying it's a security or Ripple has too much. Because they do not know. They wouldn't know for certain. And it is only really because of this lawsuit right now that we can finally say, hey, those guys who were saying that it was a security and stupid were right. So we shouldn't have maybe gone for it. Or that we can finally prove all those guys wrong. That it is not a security. It is not a stupid coin in that sense. It's not a scam. Those owners, basically, you could say owners. I personally call it the founders of the coin, or basically the guys which have the hugest amount or the best interest in the ecosystem right now, or the most amount of power for it, whatever you want to call it. It really depends on your own personal view on it. They weren't in it just for the money. But hey, I do not know. I cannot say this whole lawsuit is useless, because it might be useful. We can actually get some results which are negative for XRP, which might be useful for our investments. Because again, guys, I'm not only an XRP guy. I'm not only a specific crypto type of guy. I'm in this one partially because of the technology, of course, like anybody here, because we know this technology is about to get really, really big. Partially because we're here to make money, right? So if XRP were to be a really bad call, I would definitely get rid of it. However, I don't think I'll ever get that opinion. I don't think my mind will ever severely change enough where I actually think selling XRP is a good idea. Short term, yeah, sure. You might be able to sell XRP right now to make some more money with that. If you can, go right on ahead. I definitely think that's your best interest. Because again, if you sold right here when we bounced, again, that's just a small little, for example, 6% profit in an hour that you could have made. If you can do stuff like that, go right on ahead. I'm not going to stop you. That stuff is amazing. Even if you make the trade in dollars and you're not trying to get more XRP, completely fine. For me, however, to sell it all the way and never get back into it, I've personally, first of all, committed too much. I've just stick with them for years now. I haven't sold my XRP at all-time high. I don't even have that much XRP. Some of you guys overestimate how much I have. It's not like I have 10 freaking million XRP or anything like that. It's not like it's even my biggest hold. I hold more Bitcoin, I hold more Ether than I hold in XRP. However, the profit potential to me is just so amazing with XRP, which is why I just cannot let go. I am just not willing to commit to a, not XRP holder status. Every time I sell XRP, because I think it can buy back cheaper, every time I feel, first of all, kind of a little bit guilty, because I feel like, okay, I've been with them for so long. It's not that I get paid. Oh yeah, one thing I should also make clear, Ripple has never sent me a single dollar. Nobody's ever given, I guess I've been given some XRP. I think I've been given 88 XRP 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, from somebody as a donation from a YouTube stream. So I shouldn't lie. I actually got some XRP from some just random person before. But nobody literally just gave me XRP, for example, and it's one person. There's no benefit in me, just talking about the coin in that sense. It's literally just because I am very excited about the coin. And if you hate it, that's completely fine. Because, what's it going to do for me? I'm just talking about what I personally like. And if you think it's a shit coin, let's just discuss, all right? It's all completely fine. It's all completely fine. It's all completely fine. Don't think I'm going to hate you or that we should have a discussion over why XRP is so good. No. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I personally hold it and I think it will make us a lot of money. But that's my personal thought. And I'm also a person just like you. So I could be right, could be wrong. As of this point, my investments have worked out prosperously. Quite amazing. But, maybe XRP was a wrong bet. Who knows? I'm trying it out, though. I'm testing it out. All right, so let's see what you guys are asking here, talking about. How much XP do you have? Oh, let's not get into that one. How funny would it be if I only had like 10 XRP? I'm like, yeah, I'm a holder. I don't have too much. Got about 12 coins. Would you guys find that funny or no? Or would I be a traitor? Would I be a traitor to my channel, basically? Talking about XRP all day. I'm so happy with them. I got 12 XRP. That would be good. Litecoin. Oh yeah, really? Litecoin. What a crazy coin that is, huh? Litecoin. That's one of the craziest journeys, not going to lie, that I ever had as well. So, fun fact, Litecoin is my second, I think the second coin I've ever had. And I made Litecoin mostly through a investment bot, really back in the day. The bot used to buy coins at a discount, basically. Whenever the coin used to go down a little bit in the big bull run, it used to buy them for me. So, when Litecoin was down a little bit, the bot bought it. And because the prices started falling down, it didn't get a chance to sell, which is also basically how I got all the AVE, I think. I still don't know because it doesn't show up in my track history on Binance. because it's been from years ago, from 2017. But all right, LTC though, I had the chance to sell at 340, but I just held. Now I've been so committed that I'm not gonna sell it at all. I'm just thinking maybe at 1,000 or so. I'm just gonna get rid of the Litecoin because hey, maybe that's a fine price for me. I'll be happy. However, doubling the money from right now, it's not gonna do me much. I'm not too excited about that. I don't have that much Litecoin, but I do have some. And I remember when it used to be $300 or something like that. I used to look at it and I'm like, wow, this is good. This is nice. And that was pretty funny. It's just a fun story. I made Litecoin on the really weirdest pay possible, just because I got stuck with it. Which was actually, I'm lying a little bit. It was actually the cheaper price because I'm still in profit right now. Again, I've put everything in these sheets, right? So I know exactly what my information. Oh, it's not loading. I've put everything in these types of sheets, so I know exactly what my average price is. It's actually pretty low. So I think my story is a little bit messed up because, I'm in profit, but whatever. Brett Garlinghouse tweeted something out earlier as well. So for all of you that do not like XRP, sorry. But he said, if you ever had doubts that crypto was going to play an integral role in the future of our global financial systems, well, hope this clears some things up. Congrats, Anchorage. And he has done a tweet here from Anchorage, which reads, crypto deserves a bank, and we are immensely proud of being approved as one to set the standard. And then he linked two people, basically. Read the full article there. I bet they use Polisan for the Polisan conspiracy is still there, huh? That's interesting. Partially. I'm also reading what you guys are saying. It's actually crazy. We have a chat rate of 12. That used to always be 2. There's just people talking all the time right now. That is really amazing. Did it just press something away? Damn. Did it just press away a chart? I don't know if I did. My computer just zooming now as well. What's going on? Why is it zooming like crazy? Maybe I've also dropped 5,000 frames in total here over this last 2 hours. That's also crazy. Okay, so you're saying, Dusty, talk about the free Flare Finance tokens they will give to anyone who gets the Spark airdrop. Well, it's basically the same thing, of course. The free Spark. It's actually free Flare Finance tokens. Honestly, the whole Flare Finance thing, I'm pretty indecisive over it, as to a certain degree, right? Honestly, I'm very excited about everything that it contains because it talks to a certain degree about just the DeFi realm, introduction to XRP, basically building that on top of XRP, so that's good. On a different end, it is again another, how would you say that? It's another confirmation that XRP is not alone in this, that we need Ethereum, for example, with the integration within Flare, right? Basically, it's the interoperability between Ethereum and XRP. It isn't again another confirmation that XRP cannot do everything, that we need something on top of XRP to do it. Do we really need to? I do not know. Is it done though? Yes. And actually, it's pretty interesting. A couple of years ago already, we used to always talk about T-Rex and how basically the Tron virtual machine was basically because the Ethereum virtual machine was, the only thing there, right? At least that people were only talking about. And since Tron came out with their own virtual machine and just basically try to get all these customers from Ethereum open, it used to be very popular because they were just kind of a competitor in the space. Even though, of course, there were some others, even Tron and all these others, they all start with Ethereum as a basis, basically. To a certain degree, that's really stupid because you'd say, like, okay, if you're so good and so crazy with your project, you'd basically make your own platform from the start with a good white paper, and Tron didn't really ever have that. From a different perspective, I'm like, well, it really shows as well that Ethereum just has some crazy tech that all these companies want to be part of it. However, if we are so convinced that XRP is going to be the one thing in this crypto space, right, then why would we be excited about something being built on top of XRP that requires Ethereum, or at least uses Ethereum in some way, shape, or form? I do not know about that part, about whether or not it's good. Okay, so Robert Dieta says Grayscale Investments begins dissolution of XRP Trust, citing Ripple SEC suit. Not true. I don't believe that. I do not believe XRP Grayscale has done that. There's two things though. Grayscale has stopped the digital large cap fund from having XRP in there, but that's already a couple of days ago. And they have still closed XRP there, but I don't think that they've actually started to stop XRP from their platform in that sense. I don't think it's gone. But can you guys confirm? I think it's FUD, right? It's not real. I don't think it's real. Yeah, and on the XRP boat, talking about Flare, basically, I would say the free Flare is going to be good. I should say the free Spark, but it's $FLR, so it's pretty confusing. It's pretty good because it's free money, right? So nobody can say it's a bad thing. It's basically completely free. And I'm not going to buy any Spark or Flare because, as I said before, it's completely free. And I think just because right now it's only on Gyotis and Bitrue, the value is higher. By the way, those are basically IOUs. They're not the real coins. The value is really high there because those are exchanges that revolve around this little drop. So people are highly speculative about it and really positive. However, on big exchanges, when people get there, for example, 50 million Flare, or let's say less because it's only 15%, when people get those huge amounts and they see a 1 cent price valuation, even 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever, even maybe 0.1, they might just easily sell. My friend today, which I talked to, he said, I'm selling it instantly because, hey, it's free freaking money. And from that perspective, again, I'm thinking if it's the normal exchanges, it might not hold up properly. I think we got rid of DOT here. Whatever. Let me quickly look up DOT here. Polkadot, which is still doing good. Still doing amazing, huh? So what is so Julian Torres says, what is an airdrop? With Flare, what really happened is if you owned 1 XRP, you'd get about 1 Flare as well, completely for free. And that's basically what an airdrop is talking about here, that you just get something. You know, you don't have to put anything in. Sometimes you have to put in a little bit of effort, but it's basically you don't have to put in any money into it. You just get some money for having something. Or, yeah. With Stellar, it could have been that you, for example, had Stellar. So according to that amount of Stellar that you had, you also get more. It just depends a little bit. But that's basically an airdrop. You just get free money. It sounds too good to be true, but it's not. It really is that way. However, with Flare, I would say that there's a good chance the price will be negative, and you should be prepared for it. But if you are, then everything's going to be good. And the newer stuff that's going to be coming from Flare Finance, basically the DeFi realm, yeah, it could be good. It could be good, but it is another, I guess, example of why XRP is not encompassing everything. That's just my thoughts, though. I'm not saying I'm the perfect guy. Ethereum versus ADA. I would say, honestly, Ethereum right now, ADA long term. ADA I'm really excited for. However, it is being overbought a little bit, I would say. We might argue about that, but I would say it is. I would say ADA, people are going crazy about it. It's not the good type of crazy. I've been with ADA for a very long time. I bought it very cheap. I'm very excited about ADA. I've been for always. I even had a time where my channel was 1 ADA video every day. That was everything I did. I had that time for TRX too. I had some time for I have my phases where I like one coin specifically. But ADA has been one of those coins as well. And that is because the team was perfect, the community was solid, and they used to mostly have a community based upon developers, where it's just basically a community of really I don't want to say high IQ people. It's just basically people who really know how to develop things or are highly involved with the project that have some technical knowledge about it, right? And if you see guys like, by the way, put down below what country you're watching from here. I want to see if there's still any Dutchies, any Americans, any Philippines, any French. Where are you guys from? Belgium? It used to really be highly developer, and right now it's mostly just hypers. People are in here because other YouTubers used to talk about them saying ADA is amazing. I see a lot of these YouTubers who just new here into the space, who made a couple of videos on crypto and got hugely popular, talk about it saying it's the whole shit, the whole crap. But a lot of those guys, they don't know what they're talking about. They're just in here to make some money maybe, or something like that. They're just trying to pump some coin. I don't know. Maybe they just bought it themselves. They're talking about it. But if you know the difference in community, it's really crazy. And it's very negative in my opinion. By the way, press the like button. Can we actually get to 500 likes? Let's see. I don't think we can because I think most of you have already pressed your like button. But let's see. We are at 415. There's 400 people watching. Since there's 11,000 people that came over to the stream over the last 2 hours, theoretically speaking, it should be possible to get to 500 likes. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but theoretically speaking, it should be able to. Where are you from? Well, we're currently living in the Netherlands right now. I'm thinking about going to Dubai, though, next week. What do you think? Should I move? Maybe? Case dropped. North Dakota. All right, you guys are crazy, man. You guys are so crazy. Look at how much you're commenting. It's all amazing. Robert says, thanks, man. Figured it. Seems sketch. I'm holding long term. I'm just happy to be part of the asset class this early. I should quickly say again about the Flare ordeal. I'm pretty positive that it's looking good. I'm just saying be prepared that the price might not be much, all right? That's all I'm trying to say. But I guess I'm going to close it off here, guys, because it's actually already now. It is 3 a.m. I have a video here that I wanted to upload at about, I don't know, 3:30 or so. So should we end it right now? It's also, we've gone from 550 to 350 viewers. I'm not saying that's not a lot because I'm still ridiculously happy, but also my story is over. All I can do is just look at the chart here, but the best part has gone, has faded. Only 1 inch here on the 4 hour, still looking amazing. Actually, the 4 hour things are all looking amazing, honestly. Honestly, everything's looking amazing on the 4 hour. Yeah. Why do you have faith in XRP? Man, honestly, XRP has just been my little baby here for a little while, for a good while. Yeah. XRP's been my baby for a good while, man. You guys understand why. We've committed with that. It has a good freaking future ahead of themselves, and I think Ripple will win the lawsuit, making us a huge amount of money. But again, it's not a certain thing, but I guess, I think that's why I'm so bullish. Oh, that's actually a really bad explanation. I would have to go into deeper details, but we're doing that on another day. That was it for today, guys. Yep, I'm going to end the stream. I have another video coming here. I guess it's now going to be a couple of hours old, but it's coming out in 30 minutes, all right? So stick around. 30 minutes, new video up. If you have to sleep, go to sleep. You'll watch it tomorrow. Who cares? It is going to be called, let me see. Maybe you guys hate the title already, right? It's going to be called, let me see on my phone here. I came up with a title, and now I'm thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe you guys are going to hate me for it, because you guys always do. Every time. It's going to be Ripple will bring XRP to central banks while they are trying to stop thousands of merchants from XRP. So the reason I've gone with that title, I'm a copy here for you guys. So you can put it in the chat box, and you can decide what the best title is going to be. The reason I went for a title like that is because in the video, I literally talk about the fact, oh, yeah, that's the title here. The reason I went for a title like that is because, well, in the video, I'm going to be talking about the fact that Ripple will bring XRP to central banks, or at least either build some CBDC structure on top of XRP. Again, this could be through Flare eventually, because Flare is also part of Ripple. Could be. Or just through the fact that they will facilitate CBDCs eventually in some way, shape, or form. Oh, I think my streaming software here is not working anymore. I do not know what happened there. It said I'm ending your stream. It's ending your stream shortly. I don't know if I accidentally ended stream already. I hope not, because I still wanted to get a little second of talk time in. Even though they're trying to push XRP down, any other things, I'm still thinking they'll win over it. Oh, that's really odd. I don't know what happened there. We hear you still. Guys, this streaming thing is so freaking stressful. Every time I think I lost you. Every time I think that. Why do I keep getting brain farts as well afterwards? First buff for last 5 seconds. It's maybe it's the internet. Maybe my internet's not too good. It could also be. They're still here. Yeah. And even though there's thousands of at least, I shouldn't say thousands. There's a couple of institutions right now who are really trying to push XRP down. There's quite a lot of exchanges who are not excited about them. Really, just the odds are stacked against XRP, basically. And CoinGate now is another big push towards the fact that they're trying to get XRP just really not used anymore, which is either because XRP is outside of the financial system as of this point, and they're trying to integrate it by regulating it properly and kind of giving it the worst case scenario already, or because they don't want XRP to overtake the financial system, or because they just do not want to take the risk of being a security. Could be either. Could also be just a non-conspiracy type of case as well. I can't tell for certain. Denmark. How did you get... Why are you talking about Denmark, bro? I've never been to Denmark in my life. Also, Brian, I'm thinking about going to Japan, like just now. Like really, one of these days. I was even looking for a flight earlier today. Just for fun. I don't know if... Do you have borders open or no? Japan. Just thinking about that, just for fun. I also need to meet a couple of you guys, man, soon. Once this whole ordeal is over, we'll have some fun, all right? Hopefully, we'll get another huge XRP boom, or at least some other crypto booms. Because to a certain degree, since Bitcoin boomed already, we can already party a little bit. But altcoins need to go crazy still, though. No, I've never been to Denmark in my life. Switzerland, I was in Switzerland 2-3 months ago. We went to Zurich. I told you guys that on Twitter as well. I actually met up with a couple of people. I didn't actually say it in a video live, but I did meet up, but it was more private. So, but I came to Switzerland in August. It was the 1st of August, 2nd of August. I don't remember. It was on the party day. I didn't even know, but it was. Drinks in Vegas. Oh, eventually. You're from Zurich, bro? Oh, too bad, bro. I was there 3 months ago. No, it's already 5 months ago. Never mind. It was August. It was pretty fun. I went to eat at Le Terrasse or something like that. And another thing, freaking $60 dishes. What the frick? $75 dishes. I don't know how much it is in dollars from the Swiss franc. But yeah. All right. I'm still, yeah. I'm still here. Why? I told you guys I was going to sleep. As I said, 30 minutes, there'll be a video up. So stay tuned. Stick around. Check it out. As I said before. Because if you aren't, you're missing out. It's going to be an interesting video. I hope you guys all enjoyed this little stream right here. And I'll see you guys again in another little video. Guys, yeah, so thank you all for watching.